All right, all right. Everyone's favorite absentee father in the Xbox community is back. Nah, I kid. I kid. There has been a lot of news. I haven't talked about it, but you know how life goes. But today I did want to talk about this. Moon Studios. Y'all know Moon Studios, the creators of Ori and the Blind Forest. Um, so their track record with Xbox is, you know, it's kind of funky, right? Because hold on here, guys. So yeah, so their track record with so their track record with Xbox is a little iffy. So if y'all don't know, or y'all know that Ori and the Blind Forest, the first one, was an Xbox. Originally was an Xbox One exclusive. Phenomenal game. Phenomenal game. A couple years later, Ori and the Will of Wisps originally was Xbox. I think it went to Nintendo. Don't think it went to PlayStation. Right. Um, Another excellent game, phenomenal game. Right. But during that time, if y'all remember, the old head of Moon Studios was, but before Xbox um, became a multi-platform brand was he wanted that game everywhere, and it rubbed Xbox the wrong way. That's why you remember when Xbox was getting studios, and they had the likes of the Forza Horizon Studios. Who I'm forgetting off the top of my head, and Undead Labs. Moon Studios was one of them, and so Moon Studios took their ball. They developed their new game. Um, no rest for the wicked, right? And by the way, what's up, chat? What's up, everybody? I see Shiz doing Elite Gaming from the '80s. Thanks for joining. Thanks for joining everybody so far. But anyway, back to the topic here, right? So, no rest for the wicked, and so they've been developing that with their own money. They don't even have a publisher, right? So they need money. The money for the game is running out, and although the game, like the art style, is phenomenal, right? Um, uh, but and so now they're saying, hey, we're going to prioritize the PlayStation version. We're probably going to put it on Nintendo Switch, but possibly skipping Xbox due to the market trends, as they're saying. However, we're going to break it down and talk about why that's bullshit. Sega man, thank you for joining, my friend.
What's up, brother? How you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm good. How are you?
Hey, brother Limited, can you see my avatar as it's not there?
No, I don't see it.
Okay, that's all right. What's going on with you?
Oh, I'm good, man. I want to talk about this game. The new, Moon Studios, the developers of Ori, right? Or the old
Yeah.
Xbox. Yeah, well, their new game, No Rest for the Wicked. They said they're probably going to skip Xbox due to quote unquote market conditions, and so that's what
Oh,
we're talking about. Yeah. So
okay.
just getting you catched up.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, just getting you caught up here.
All right.
Yeah, so that's pretty much the gist of what we're talking about here. And I'm good gaming since the '80s. I'm good, man.
Yeah,
But
what's
yeah,
up, man?
yeah. So pretty much, I want to break down why market conditions. I don't think that's the truth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because this is a studio that they don't have a publisher, which means lack of money. They self funding, so it's most likely they probably just ran out of money, or whoever they got some credit from the borrow to make this game, and they're just limited in what they could do. But let me get your thoughts on this, man. What are your thoughts on Ori and the Blind Studios? A phenomenal game, but their studio, their developer Moon Studios, probably skipping Xbox. Does this bother you? Do you think this is a bad trend or what?
Well, brother Unlimited Productions, thank you for having me on the Unlimited Truth once again. And you know what, Unlimited, honestly, that it doesn't bother me, but I will say this: it's a shame how Xbox always gives these developers a chance to bring their game to life and fund their games, like the Ori and the Blind Forest 1 and 2. So, no, it doesn't affect me, but I think that's not right if they're going to skip Xbox. I believe it should still go on Xbox. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? I don't think that's right at all, Unlimited. I think they're doing a disservice
Hmm.
to the Xbox fans that might want to play and purchase and support this game because
Hmm.
they supported Ori 1 and Ori 2. They might like the developers' art style of the games that they made and brung us. These are two beautiful games that we got, and on the Xbox One X Series X, it shows some of the power of it with the art style and how beautiful and breathtaking the scenery was in Ori 1 and 2. So yes, I'm not upset about it, Unlimited, but I think it's not fair and does a disservice to the fans of Ori and those developers. So yeah, I would say it's not fair. It should also come to Xbox if you're going to go to other consoles and maybe PC. It should also come to Xbox. I don't know why these companies feel like they have to pass up Xbox. Xbox fans want to play that game too,
Hmm.
Unlimited, and support it probably more than any other gaming company that's out there. They might support it even more than those other companies. So yeah, man, I don't think it's right, Unlimited. I think it's wrong.
Yeah, yeah, and look, this is just going to hurt Moon Studios. This is just going to hurt No Rest for the Wicked in the end. And gaming since the '80s said it perfectly. This game is replaceable. Wu Chang Fallen Feathers will release on Thursday. Then 3 months later, Ninja Gaiden 4. So yeah, if you're in the mood for these hack and slash style games, these Souls like games, in the case, you're going to be covered with Wu Chang Fallen Feathers, and Wu Chang looks much better anyway from a technical standpoint. And
Uh
again,
huh.
this game, if you ever seen the gameplay of it, Sega Man,
Yeah.
the art style is amazing. The art style for No Rest for the Wicked,
Uh
yo,
huh.
that art style is fire. But hey, uh, listen, developers skipping Xbox is not a smart move, right? And
Nope.
yeah, Devil Shooter, rest in peace to Ozzy Osbourne, the musician. Also, we lost a great actor Michael Jamal Warner yesterday as well.
Malcolm
So
Jamal Warner. Yes, sir. He
yeah,
died on my
yeah.
he died on my birthday. Yesterday
Oh
was my
man,
birthday.
happy belated and happy belated birthday to Sega Man.
Thank you,
Everybody
brother.
give Sega Man some birthday love, man.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah. Um, but yeah, but back on topic here. Yeah, listen, gaming since the '80s is spot on. You're spot on too, Sega Man. Look, stuff like this, Sega Man, it hurts the game, not Xbox, because
Right.
Xbox. Look, Xbox.
You there?
Hey, Sega Man, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, cool, good. Yeah. Yeah, it sucks that Perfect Dark got canceled, which I didn't get a chance to talk about. And other stuff that about the Xbox that sucked recently. But Xbox, at the end of the day, their business, one of the biggest businesses in gaming, they're not the problem. Listen, if your game don't even have a publisher, if it's self funded, you know what I'm saying? You're taking off a lot. You're taking on a lot of risk, and cutting yourself off from what 30, 40, maybe even 50 million players on the Xbox console. Exactly, how's that a winning formula, Sega man?
Yeah, it's not, brother. It's not. It's not a winning formula. That's just going to turn them against the those developers. It does, like I said, it does a disservice to
Hmm.
the fans of Xbox that have supported their games to keep them going to make more games. Like, you know what I mean? Like buying their games, putting it on Game Pass, supporting it, buying into the software, of the games, and being big supporters of Ori. Man, I just don't think that's right. If they do that, that's the wrong decision to do. You could possibly lose a lot of customers that way, man. I don't. I
Yeah.
mean, I hope they don't do that, Unlimited, because if they do, it's not gonna be a good look for them, man, at all. Not gonna be a good look.
No. And the problem, and not only is that a good look, and then when you after saying this stuff publicly, once you do release it on Xbox, you're not gonna have the amount of sales that you think, right?
Yeah,
Because because first of all, on Xbox, like you always say, we eating good over here.
Yes.
That's your world's favorite catchphrase, and it's absolutely spot on. So for the Xbox gamers, most of us who are subscribed to Game Pass, and most of us still buy our games and enjoy what we like to play. You can't say, hey, we're skipping Xbox and think that we're going to sit here crying and sitting in our laps pouting and crying like, oh no, this one game skip. It's like, okay, cool, on to the next. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying?
Yeah.
So instead of building hype for your game for the Xbox community, now Sega Man in chat, Moon Studios is just going to give us the, like, if it does, if or when it does come to Xbox, we're just going to be like, oh, okay,
Yeah. Yeah.
whatever game is out, then we'll be playing and enjoying. So good job shooting yourself in the foot there, right? And
Right.
hey, E Rock man, thank you for joining, my friend.
What's up, brother E-Rock?
Hey, what's going on, fellas?
What's up, brother? What's going on?
Hey, nothing much,
Man,
man.
y'all just be doing pop up podcasts. Don't even be giving a brother a his. Oh,
Yeah, that's on me, man. I just be doing stuff just to do it these days, man. But yeah, my bad, E Rock. But yeah, man. But thanks for joining anyway. Today we're just talking about Moon Studios, um, not not putting their game on Xbox, and as you see by the title, it's going to hurt them. It's not going to do a thing to Xbox, man. So yeah, I'm sure that you caught up because you're in the group chat. But just in case you're not, today, or maybe it was yesterday, Moon Studios, the creators of Ori and the Blind Forest, Ori and the Will of Wisps, brilliant games, No Rest for the Wicked, which has an amazing art style, we're saying that, hey, we're going to prioritize putting our games on PlayStation and maybe even a Nintendo Switch if you read the article. But Xbox, oh, we're probably going to skip that. And I'm over here, E-Rock, saying, okay, cool. That doesn't mean anything to us on Xbox because we got so much to play that all you're doing is let's say that game does eventually come to Xbox, right, E-Rock? All they're doing is okay, we'll just enjoy whatever we're getting next. Then. But let me get your thoughts on this.
I mean, um, that to me that sounds like that translates to maybe PlayStation 5 money headed them
Mm-hmm.
or paid them. I mean, that like you said, that doesn't hurt us because I mean, we live in a reality where in the last 7 days, um, uh fucking Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 and 4 just dropped.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um that other game, it's like some kind of Japanese game with this girl. I forget the name of that. That's about to drop this week. The download for that happened today. Hold
Yeah.
on, wait a minute. Give me a second. Let me see what the name of this game is because I need to see what I'm talking about. Oh yeah, Wu Chang Fall of Feathers just dropped.
Yeah.
Space Marines Mastercrafted Edition dropped last month. I'm still trying to finish South of Midnight. Gears of War Reloaded is dropping for free. Doom the Dark Ages. I mean, that's the reality that we living in here. Ninja Gaiden 4 is coming. The Outer
Yeah.
Worlds 2. So like Unlimited Production said, he wasn't capping when he said we literally don't need we literally don't need that game. It's crazy because I've been following No Rest for the Wicked for some time now. It's a great looking game.
Yeah.
uh, you know, he bought was kind of not knocking it, but he was kind of saying, well, it's a top down. It's sort of a top down, right? It's sort of a top down, but it's not. Cause I hate top down games, but it's sort of a top down game, but not really. The art style just makes it look like that. It's a really beautiful game they made, No
Mm-hmm.
Rest for the
Yeah.
Wicked.
Yeah.
But
Big time.
let's not even fake the funk on that. But like, I mean, whatever their reasons are, it's their reasons. The only one that's going to hurt is them. It's going to be on Xbox eventually, any damn way, because both of these consoles are PCs. So, but I mean, like I said earlier in the chat, man, this is why Phil Spencer he adopted the strategy years ago. He said, from now on, we're going to own our intellectual property.
Mm-hmm.
We want to own our games, so we're not dependent on you ever. Like, man, we got so much stuff coming from Clockwork Revolution
Mm-hmm.
to
Yeah.
Contraband. Like that doesn't hurt. the Xbox player at all. It's just the principle of the fact. I understand what you guys are saying, and you're right. Microsoft basically funded Ori and the Blind Forest, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
So, but these developers, when they eventually go broke and come crawling back to Xbox, just like that Studio Platinum Games did.
Yeah.
These developers never fucking learn that PlayStation money that you imagine is out there isn't really out there. It isn't really there because don't take my word for it. Out of the words of them themselves, out of the words of Broken Games HD, this ain't
Mm-hmm.
my kind of game. I don't like
Yep.
the art style. This isn't my kind of game. It doesn't have motion capture or my graphics. If it don't look like Death Stranding 2, they're not going to play it over there because that's the kind of games they've been preconditioned to play.
Yep.
Those over the shoulder third person Unreal Engine 3, whatever, those kind of games, right? And they don't even really buy them. They
No.
don't even really buy
No.
them because ain't nobody
Death
saying how.
Stranding, Death Stranding 3, I don't think even charted.
So boom, there you go. So there you go. So
Yeah.
I mean, so there it is. Like the only people that Moon Studios is hurting is themselves. They not hurt. They not hurting us. I
Nope.
just I just think that maybe they were money had it because the game has actually been on Steam for the longest time.
Yep.
It's
Yep.
actually
That's
been on
true.
Steam for the longest time being tested and shit. So they've
Mm-hmm.
been playing it first. So I mean, it is what it is, man. Like at this point, who care? Focus on PlayStation after looking at the numbers. Looking at what numbers? Y'all was on Steam. Looking at what numbers? We know now that it's Xbox gamers is going to buy No Rest for the Wicked, not PlayStation gamers. But I mean, it is what it is, man. We can't even really be mad because we got so many games coming over here. But let them go over there. If they think the grass is green over there, let them find out. Just like Astrobot is finding out, just like Death Stranding 2 is finding out. Just let them go over there and find out that these numbers that they think is over there isn't over there. And then in about 6 months to a year, they'll be running to put their game either on Game Pass or put it on Xbox. It is what it is, guys.
Yeah. 100%, 100%, and that's why yeah, I'm not on Twitter anymore, but you don't need to be on Twitter to know what
That's
they're
a good
saying.
thing.
They're running, they're running their victory lap. They're saying, "Aha, this is proof Xbox is dead." Blah blah blah. The same old, same old.
Yep.
But by the way, everybody, give Sega Man his birthday shout outs. Yesterday was the man's birthday, and
Oh damn!
we
Happy
gotta show
birthday,
the
dude!
homie love.
Thank
Yeah,
you, bro. Thank you, man.
Damn.
yeah, yeah.
Thank you, man. I tell you, bro.
Unbelievable. Happy fucking birthday.
I tell you, man. But it was kind of a strange birthday because Malcolm Jamal Warner died on my birthday, bro.
Yeah.
So that
Yeah,
messed me up, man. When I seen that, bro,
yeah,
I was
man.
like, wow,
Rest in
man.
peace to the brother, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah. But thank you, guys. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah, but just wanted to show some love to our brother Sega Forever. But Hebop, man, thank you for joining. Um, you already know the story here too. And chat, keep it up,
Roger
guys.
Williams.
Y'all been fantastic. But you already know the story here. But I'm gonna get you caught up too. So
Mhm.
yesterday, Moon Studios came out and said they might skip Xbox, prioritize PlayStation, and even Nintendo Switch too. Which I mean,
Hmm.
if you're prioritizing Nintendo over Xbox, that really shows where your mind is at. But
Oh yeah,
my Nintendo slander aside,
especially the Nintendo
they're saying
Switch.
that they might skip Xbox due to quote unquote market conditions, but
Mhm.
we know that there's a deeper story to this, as there usually is with stuff like this. So I want to get your thoughts here, right? I want to get your
Mhm.
thoughts here, and go ahead and hey Zink, man, get your butt in here too, man. Oh, hold on, before you get started, let me get the super chat here. Thank you for the
Yeah.
super chat, Black Mamba. The homie Black Mamba has always been here.
All
Much
right.
love, respect to the homie Black
Thanks for the
Mamba.
support.
Said
Black.
this is why Xbox is merging with PC, and they want multiple storefronts on it. On one way or another, these devs going to put their games on Xbox, and a lot of devs are ponies. Yeah, absolutely spot on there, Black Mamba. That's an excellent point. And look, I can't wait till this to the next Xbox has a Steam app on it, and I don't I don't just the novelty, just to rub it in their face. I'm gonna play them PlayStation games on my next Xbox. Just to rub it in their face, right? Because that stuff has them seething. Listen, I get the video recommendations. I still see the nonsense Say, just a week ago, they were terrified that Spider-Man was going to be put on Xbox after what's that game that's coming to Xbox, y'all, from Sony? That's
Yeah.
the shooter game.
Helldivers 2.
Thank you.
Helldivers.
Yeah, after Helldivers 2 got announced, now they're like now they're crying. Well, they're third party now. Yeah, they've been third party for a minute. Y'all just hate that you can't jump in, Zinc. That they've been third party for a minute. Y'all just living in denial because you want to hate Xbox so bad.
Yep.
Y'all don't realize that Sony's gonna be doing the exact same shit eventually.
Yep.
I've been telling y'all for 5 fucking years now. Stop saying never say never. Ever since Microsoft bought Bethesda, I've been telling y'all to stop saying never say never. Y'all told us that Nino Kuni and Yakuza and all that shit was never going to come to Xbox.
Mhm.
Then y'all told us that they would never, Crap Gamer and all of them, they would never put their games on PC. I remember how y'all said that so confidently. Now, then they were never going to. Then when shit like Death Stranding's boring ass game came to Xbox, that doesn't count. That doesn't count. They're never going to put this game now that Helldivers is coming to Xbox. Well, it's just the multiplayer stuff. Just wait and see. Y'all keep saying that, but I've been telling y'all for years. Eventually, all that shit's gonna come.
Death Stranding wasn't multiplayer.
Not the whole he bought up, but like you guys have to understand. You got to change your thinking, right? Or don't. I really don't give a fuck.
No.
Like I haven't missed this. I haven't missed this video game shit. I miss chatting with y'all about video games.
Yeah, exactly.
But I don't miss the dumb. I don't miss the dumb fuckery. Like, oh no, it's Alex and them. They cover it and they enjoy it. But we've been doing this so long. It's like it gets to a point like where, man, look, either grow up or don't. These companies. These companies at the end of the day are businesses, and that's companies. Period. WWE, Xbox, Microsoft, Warner Brothers. These are companies that are you're in business to make money, right? And if you get emotionally attached because of a console war that you've been fighting on Twitter forever, or if you get emotionally attached because, say, Warner Brothers was your favorite company once, then you are in for a hell of a rude awakening in the year known as 2025, right? Because they said that hell, Phil Spencer himself said that Xbox exclusives will never be on other consoles. Things change. Board members have meetings behind closed doors, and shit like No Rest for the Wicked might skip Xbox. Board members have meetings behind closed doors, and Death Stranding ends up on Xbox. The war that you thought you were fighting was basically a war against other gamers, against other consumers. It is stupid. These companies are in business to make money at the end of the day. They don't care about you. They have no feelings about you. It's just that Xbox has been the most consumer friendly out of the 3 platform holders. That's irrefutable proof. You can't deny that. But like to sit and say, like Unlimited was saying, they're saying, oh, that's never going to happen in 2025, 2024 is ridiculous because I have seen that anything will happen, and not to get off subject, but do not be surprised if David Zaslav, who's in charge of Warner Brothers, sells off all of their assets within the next 3 years. Hell, fuck 3 years, next year. Don't be surprised. Go ahead, Ebot.
Hey, Erock. There was a time when we said, okay, that you would never see Sonic and Nintendo or Mario where else. You know what I mean? And that end up happening.
Yep.
Almost, yeah, you're right. You have a lot of great points. But again, we've been speaking about this ad nauseum since 2013.
Yep.
All the people that are on the scene now, like Olons, Alex, right? That they're basically capitalizing from the fruits of our labor.
Yep.
Because when we were doing all this, holding down the fort like real fans,
We didn't know what we were
right?
talking about. We're Xbox.
Everybody was saying, you motherfuckers are a bunch of lunatics, a bunch of shills, Xbox fanboys, y'all crazy, y'all on the wrong side of the fence, you guys are in denial, and all types of shit.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And now these guys are talking the same shit we've been talking. And the only thing is that they have no clue because they weren't here since 2013. And they're getting credit like they're the ones that are repping Xbox. We got tired of it.
Credit and money.
We got tired of it, because we've been doing it so long. Now, we should be doing it, and but we still won't get our props because we'll
It's
be
like
looked at as, oh, who's these guys? They're trying to copy BT Fight Club. Oh no, they're trying to copy. What's his other name? The other dude, and all these
Gangster
other,
81.
yeah, all these guys that are trying to act like they're Xbox reps now.
They're all PC guys.
Right, and a lot of them, most of them are PC guys.
No,
Exactly.
all of them are PC guys.
Mhm.
I, I,
Right,
I
right.
I generally don't know one who don't always start their video. I mean, I'm
With
actually a
PC talk.
PC guy.
Right, right, right. Well, first and foremost, I want to say thank God for me having this moment with you guys again. Your brother Heba had a really bad situation about a week and a half ago. Possibly I could not have been here, but I am. So God is good, and I'm glad that I'm here, sharing the moment with you guys
You're
again.
all
Yeah,
right, bro.
man.
And so, we got to give every day is a blessing. Like we lost our brother Malcolm Jamal Warner yesterday. May he rest in peace on some crazy shit. His family went swimming and drowned because the tides took him. Man that knew how to swim, young, right? And then today we lost the rock star legend in Ozzy Osbourne. It's life is too short, man. Life
wait,
is
hold on,
going.
wait, hold on. Ozzy Osbourne out of here?
Yeah, he
Yeah,
died.
yeah,
Yeah, he
Yeah,
died.
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
God damn. I mean,
yeah, yeah.
I'm just shocked because this nigga should have died in 1982. But I'm just shocked, like, God damn, like,
Yeah, yeah. It's a laugh,
like
but
what?
yes, because he was doing all that drugs, all that
God
crazy nightlife
damn,
activity.
what the?
You know,
He had
he was good.
Parkinson's real bad.
Yes,
Yo, a
because
nigga,
he lived to see 76, and he was heavy on drugs and doing crazy shit. So you're right,
Yeah.
absolutely.
God damn,
Uh,
a nigga take a nap and all kinds of things happen. These guys have a pop-up podcast.
right, right, right.
Then you checking out the Ori of the Blind Studios first, studio tripping like that. You take a nap and
Yes,
wake up, all kinds of dumb shit
that's
be
facts.
happening.
That's facts. That's facts.
Next thing you tell me, y'all tell me Hogwarts Legacy DLC ain't coming out. Oh wait, that already happened. My
No.
bad. Yeah, that
Yeah,
already happened.
don't listen. The only consistent these days is don't trust Warner Brothers to make a good decision.
Dude, man, don't look. Hold up, don't trust Warner Bros. To make a good decision, and never say never.
Yeah.
Yeah, never say never. That's true. But look at James Gunn Superman. That fucking movie's horrendous. I'm sorry. Oh my god, that's just
Man, that's a whole
travesty.
nother
A
What happened,
discussion
man?
when
What
you buy
happened? Is it
for
hot
another
garbage? Is
podcast.
it hot garbage?
It's just a travesty. I don't even want to talk about it.
Oh,
Anyway,
shit.
let's get into this Ori situation, so I don't be long winded and take too much time. But I am grateful to be here with my brothers for sure.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
The guys from Ori and the Blind Forest, Moon Studios, as we all know, was the first actual developer that started working out of home in different states and different parts of the world. They were doing the COVID situation before COVID, right? These guys were working on Ori, needed help, came in through the Indie ID at Xbox program. Microsoft saw the potential, picked them up, and completely took the ride with them and funded them all the way through
Yes,
with Ori
they
1,
did.
with Ori 2, and then what was said and what was promised under that contract, Ori and the Blind Forest will be an Xbox lifetime exclusive. This was alongside Cuphead. This was alongside Ashen, right? But somewhere down the line, when we had all that PlayStation rhetoric during the PS4 generation, it's
Preach,
the best
Sheba.
console of all time, the best-selling console of all time, then the Switch came in, the best-selling console of Nintendo of all time. Everybody forgot that Nintendo clearly said if the Switch would have never taken off, they would have been bankrupt, and that their IPs would have died with them because they would not give it to anybody else. Because Nintendo's that stupid. That's why they're so dead or they're so far behind. So again, and what happened? Microsoft said, "Oh, sure, no problem," with a straight face, with the sympathetic nature that they have with their developers. Sure, where you want to put it? Let's put it on Nintendo. It definitely belongs there. Everybody wants it. It went on Nintendo, and what happened? Game went. Sayonara. Nothing happened. The game didn't sell. But go look where the game did sell. It sold on Xbox and it sold on PC, right? So they went off and ventured off because Microsoft said, "Okay, guess what? We let you put that there, but from this point forward, we will not publish your third game." Okay, which was now the rest of the Wicked or whatever the game's really called. Forgive me for mispronouncing it, but you guys know what I mean. A new game.
Mm-hmm.
And what happened? They went with their arrogance. Yeah, we got this because Ori did so well. Yeah, we got this. All right, we out. And went on their own. Did the game. Guy kept snapping his mouth, talking shit about Xbox indirectly, time and time again on social media. Then they picked up, and finally, after like 9 years, they got a fucking publisher to pick them up. I forgot what the name of the publisher. What was the name of the publisher?
Take-Two?
No, it was under Take-Two. They're under
Okay.
Take-Two wing, but it was another. I forgot. When I get the name, I'll tell you guys. And guess what happened to that publisher, Iraq and Sega Man and Brother Unlimited? They closed down.
They went under.
Oh
They
man.
closed down.
Oh man.
So now that they closed down, guess what? They have no publisher.
Oh shit.
That's why the game now is in a financial nightmare. And
Damn.
so they are trying to be cute and play
Fucked
slick.
up.
They're like, yeah, what makes sense is PS5 because it's the most popular console, selling 77 million goddamn consoles, but nobody buys games on PS5, right? That's their lot. But it's also them trying to be slick. They're trying to create fake drama because what those motherfuckers want is Microsoft to come in just because they said we have to speak to Microsoft to see what they want for Xbox. Like if his Xbox games are not individualized compared to PC games. Doesn't matter if Steam will be on Xbox. People don't, not everybody has a Steam account. I don't have a Steam account. E-Rock don't have a Steam account.
No.
Unlimited, I don't even know if Unlimited has a Steam account. I know Sega Man don't have a Steam account.
I got one.
So out of us
you
four,
do?
only.
Yeah. My best friend's a PC gamer.
Okay.
So, you know.
Out of all, my point is, out of us four, maybe out of us five, is Others Inc. was here, right? Only you have a Steam account. You get my point? You see my drift? We are on console. So we're not going to give a fuck about buying the Steam version. What we're going to give a fuck about is buying the Xbox version. Because we buy Xbox, right? Because it's our preferred platform. So, no, developers are going to be like, oh, let's not make one for Xbox. Let's just make it for Steam when they can make 70% of the profits on the Xbox. Because there's no middleman, right? So that thought process is flawed and ignorant. So what they're doing is they're trying to fish to see if Microsoft, okay, you know what? Since you don't have a publisher, let's publish it for you like we did with Capcom with the Path of Exile, right? Like we did with Capcom with Path of Exile. We'll publish it, put it on Game Pass, and pay you like $2 million up front. They're trying to get a bag up front again from Microsoft because Microsoft told them we will not publish your third game. So they're trying to flick. That dude, whatever his name is, Jeff, whatever his fucking name is, that said always talking from Moon Studio can go eat a big fat cock. Okay? I know what the fuck you're doing, motherfucker. You ain't fooling me. And you guys know 98% of the time when He-Bot says something, it came out the way I said it. Right?
Yeah.
And it's not me bragging. You guys can back me up because you've known me since 2013.
Yeah.
And y'all told me.
Look, I made the mistake of not listening to Hebot once, and like a week
How you
later
feel?
I was proven wrong, and that was it for me. I never doubted. I stopped doubting you after that.
You need to stop. That was just circumstantial.
Well,
But anyway,
Moon Studios' mistake is thinking that it's 2016, 2017. It's not. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not that. The Xbox. What Xbox did, we said this before, back when it was the Exile podcast. Xbox has leveraged themselves for the next 30 years. What that means is they got so many games coming. They don't need no rest for the wicked. But go ahead, Moon Studios. Play. Excuse my French. Play pussy and get fucked. See how this ends up. And you better make sure that you don't end up like the studio that made Project Gotham Racing 4.
Mhm.
They're no longer in business. They
It was
wanted to join somebody else and self-publish, and we saw what happened with them.
Well, it happened to many. It happened to the guys who did Adrift. Adrift on PlayStation 5. It came on PS5. He wanted it on Xbox, and what happened? It didn't sell. The game sold like 50 copies. That was it. He had to close down the very next week. It happened to the
Damn.
guys who did Murder Soul Suspect. It happened to the
that's
guys.
right.
It happened to the guys who did Soma. It happened to bro. There's a list. I can't remember all of them, but I've been following it. You guys know I love following these things.
Oh yeah.
There's many companies that put their game. Oh, the Takeover, Russia with Mother Russia with Love, or something. The one that's a beat 'em up with the Russian guys is a beat 'em up. Russian
Okay.
beat is called. The same thing happened with them. The same thing happened with plenty of developers. Oh, we got to go where the market is, where it makes more sense. Let's put it on PlayStation and Nintendo, and the games didn't sell. And what the fuck happened? They had to close down, or they literally could not bring out any more game. Shit, just recently, the Phantom, the video game based off the Phantom comic book character, the guy all in the purple plaids, right?
Yeah,
Came out.
Phantom, huh?
It was a Kickstarter. Xbox was involved. They were going to do a physical, then cancel the physical, then say, yeah, we're still going to bring it out for Xbox. And what happened? The game came out for PlayStation. The game came out for Nintendo, physical copy and all. And the game did not sell. And now they haven't even answered anybody, including me, on Twitter or any social about what's the status on the Xbox version. Because they have no money. There's no money. When you have no money, you can't convert it or even port it to another platform.
That's
That was
correct.
their fucking choice. So if you chose to drown in the deep waters without no lifeguard or without a life preserver, without nobody watching over you, fuck you. That was your choice. That was your dumb decision. But if you bring out your game on PlayStation and the Xbox community don't embrace you and the shit failed, don't fucking blame us because we can prove that we loved you with Ori 1 and Ori 2. So go
Yep.
fuck yourself. You get what I'm
Bought
saying?
both those
Don't
games.
dare try to say that the Xbox community didn't back you up. Motherfucker, we backed you up and then some, and then let you go and lick somebody else's asshole that didn't help you in Nintendo. You fuck faces. Don't try it. Don't try it. So for me, I don't feel sorry. He's trying to be
No.
slick. He's trying to be slick. And again, if Microsoft gives him the bag being nice, because you know Microsoft likes playing Jesus, fine. Okay, it is what it is. I'll play it on Game Pass. I won't even buy it. Because I bought Ori. I got the Ori's Platinum Super Duper Edition, as a matter of fact. The
Yeah.
one that cost $100 at that time.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Okay? For 1 and 2. Because I love the fucking game. The game was for Masterpiece. Right? But with this attitude, he's been doing it since Microsoft said, no, we're not going to produce the next game. But what do you think was going to happen when you asked them to put it somewhere else after you promised them, hey, we're going to make this a lifetime exclusive? Who the fuck does that?
Yep.
Who the fuck gives somebody their word if they're going to do something? That's like your wife telling you to take to her part, to sickness, to health. You marry her, you give her everything, and then sometime along the line, hey, honey, could I fuck another bike? I want another dick, but I still love you. And then you say okay, and you want to come, and then you want to come back. Are you
Well,
fucking retarded?
he, by whoever the studio head is that's in charge of Moon Studios, apparently
Oh, you
he
mean the
has not.
publisher, the new publisher, right? That's what
The,
oh no, I know what you're talking about. I
yeah.
got
Well, whoever's in charge, who's ever making the decisions over there, they must not have been paying attention to the new Xbox under Microsoft. They
Mm-hmm.
must not have been paying
But I'm
attention to
also,
the fact that Phil is not fully in control anymore.
mm-hmm,
Maybe the old Phil Spencer, might have put feelings aside and said, okay, we'll help out. We'll help out Moon Studios, and we'll help
mm-hmm.
out. No. This new Microsoft, man, I would be very surprised if they even budge on this shit. You gotta remember, man, this
E-Rock,
is a
if
company.
they cut off the Rare studio that's been working on Everwild for 10 years, and I didn't mean to cut you off, brother. I'm just trying to throw this out
No,
there.
nigga, preach.
Fuck makes you think they're going to give this asshole that they saved in the first place and gave him an opportunity in the first place with Ori to fucking say, oh,
Yo,
we're not going to put it in your game. Okay, sayonara, motherfucker.
nigga, fucking, I know this is gonna be a shocker to y'all, but don't be surprised if Ninja Theory is on the chopping block next. I'm just saying, don't
Mm-hmm.
listen. Never say never anymore. Don't be surprised if Ninja Theory is on. Listen. If they, I don't think Rare is in trouble because Sea of Thieves made so much money for them.
No.
But
The
I mean,
second copy out.
if they'll cancel Everwild, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if they'll dismantle Turn 10, who I'm waiting to talk about this, but they kind of Turn 10 kind of deserved it. Not Playground Games. Playground Games is safe because their games, their version of Forza Horizon has been profitable. But if they'll dismantle Turn
But why is it
10,
profitable, E-Rock? Because they listen to their fan base. The new Forza Tech team, they try to do something different that the fans didn't want.
not but Forza Motorsport 2023. I'm gonna be honest, because I've been following the game for a long time. I'll just say it released in a less than favorable fashion. It didn't
Absolutely.
release. It
Absolutely.
didn't release. It didn't release up to the standard of, say, Forza Motorsport 4, which is legendary. It didn't release up to the standards of the Forza Horizon series, which always brings it. It had flickering issues. It
Mhm.
had technical issues. It had
Mhm.
half the tracks missing. This was a situation where, for the first time ever, PlayStation motherfuckers on YouTube and in comment sections was talking shit. Now they didn't talk shit forever about Forza Motorsports because they couldn't. Forza Motorsports 4 had fucking buried fucking Gran Turismo. Hell, the Forza Horizon series had buried Gran Turismo
Yeah.
and left that shit out in the desert somewhere. But Forza Motorsport 2023 gave these motherfuckers reasons to talk again. It wasn't that the game was bad, it just wasn't up to the standard that it should have
Of
been.
course. Right.
And,
Right.
they picked it apart. Now
Mhm.
in turn 10's defense, after a year and a half or 2 years of updates,
Oh yeah.
they got it up to where it should be. New
Yeah.
tracks. They
Game is
released the
phenomenal.
Fujimi Kata track. The car models had got better because they
Running
hired
good.
a
Yeah.
yeah, they were, but listen, it's too little, too late. This just goes to prove why no rest for the wicked might have to go eat a bag of dicks. Because if you
Yeah.
expected Microsoft to come in and save you, this is not the same Xbox. Just
Mm-mm.
like this is not the same Warner Brothers. Things have changed due to market conditions.
Yeah.
Things have
Is
changed
it
Due
kind
to
of like a
real
Dawn
market
Matrix
conditions,
Xbox?
E-Rock.
All
What's
right,
that?
Due to
Zinc is in, and
Hey
Zinc
man,
be
you
like,
gotta get it.
Zinc,
I gotta
yeah,
be real quick, but
Zinc.
you gotta get an expert in here when we talking about Forza.
mm.
Let's do this.
Hold,
First
hold,
of
hold on,
all,
hold on, hold on, nigga. What you say? I'm not an expert.
no, you're
I,
not.
I,
I'm a
I,
world renowned expert. Hey, dude,
oh,
E-Rock, E-Rock, hey, E-Rock,
go ahead.
you're only 56. That's it. You just fit. You kind of young. You're only 56. Look, I've been doing racing since 1970 with the electric Tyco racing sets. Those big
Yeah, man.
HO
I remember that.
cars.
I remember
Yep,
that.
I got
yep.
you, bro. I
Hey,
got
I
hey,
you.
did have a
look.
Tyco, the
Tell, tell
bandit
me,
set.
Hey, man,
tell me,
listen.
tell me if anything I said about Forza Motorsports 2023 was wrong, though.
Yeah, I'll tell you. Yeah, it's wrong. Hey, look.
Okay. All right, go ahead.
Let's start here first. Let's not separate the two. Turn 10 created everything. Okay, when you first launch Forza Horizon, it it says Turn 10 Studios. They made the physics. They made all of the cars. Um, the playground made the world. It's a casual game. More people flock to casuals. I play Forza Horizon, but I'm mainly a NASCAR guy, as E-Rock loves to tell me. I'm the only black guy that likes auto racing. This could be possibly be true, but what happened?
Go on, Zeke.
COVID was a thing. It actually happened,
Was
and
was, was,
it
hold on. Was COVID a thing for Assassin's Creed
everyone.
Shadows?
Well, that just released this year,
Was
but
was COVID? Hold on, slow. Because I've been waiting to have this conversation with you for months. Now that you finally come out of cryo sleep, nigga. Was COVID a thing for Death Stranding 2? Was COVID a
eh,
thing for Astrobot? Come on, let's go.
everything. It
Hold on.
was
Hey,
it.
guys. Let's talk about it. Go on, Zink.
Yeah, yeah. It was a thing for everyone. But hey, but you know what? Death Stranding, that piece of shit just got here. That piece of shit just came out yesterday. You know,
But it takes five
E-Rock,
years for these games to come out.
where's factions at?
Yep.
There was a lot of decimation in the gaming industry, and the only ones that prevailed was the Xbox division. Look at all of the games that they came out with, but the games that were in that had to release that were nearing indie. Hey, let me tell you how much COVID happened, how it affected me. I lost, I lost a contract that would have paid me literally $90,000 a quarter
God
in
damn.
8 days. Okay, 8 days we were going to sign this contract, $90,000 a quarter.
Damn.
We, before we would have signed it, COVID hit, shut the world down, and we never got back in there. The president of the company passed away. All kind of wild shit happened. Never got back in there. It killed everyone. But the Xbox division prevailed. Forza was supposed to release. Halo was supposed to launch with the console. None of this shit could happen because everybody was at home. That's when Unlimited had this great graphic where he put on display that Sony hasn't hired anyone since 2011 or 2012. It was a steady decline. During that same time period, Microsoft hired, who, depending on who you believe, 87 to 97,000 employees.
Yeah.
And people thought that was just because,
Just to add context to what Zink just said, Microsoft literally has the employees of a small town, over 100,000 employees, but
Oh yeah,
continues.
they have 213,000 employees.
Shizno Elite. I wish I could go back to that comment because
What comment?
I'm glad Zeke is here, but we gotta Shizno Elite said that Turn 10 didn't deserve it. People didn't support motorsport. It's the best motorsport ever. I gotta disagree with you, man. I gotta disagree with you. Forza Motorsport,
Only the quality was,
the main
but it
Forza
wasn't like
Motorsport,
that.
Forza Motorsport, the main series peaked with Forza Motorsports 4. It peaked with
no,
that back in
that's not true
2010.
either. No, it
Yeah,
started it back then at
My,
E3 when they killed them. It killed Sony at E3 2011. People forgot that Dan Greenwald, they were showing they were showing Forza to the media.
mhm.
This is live and on camera. They were showing it to the media. And the guys from Polyphony Digital were stepping in front of Dan Greenwald, interrupting him just to take notes on Forza.
we know all of this. We know the
I love
quality
Forza,
the
man.
Forza Motorsports was. We know the Forza Motorsport 6 was good. We know the Forza Motorsport 7 was good. Like there is nobody. I'm not sitting here shitting on Xbox. I love
I know you're
Xbox.
not. We having a
But
good
the
conversation.
thing is, I try to tell people, man, like we used to always tell these PlayStation motherfuckers, right? And we try to tell people all the time in our lives, no matter what line of work it is, whether it's movies, whether it's the media, whether it's what's going on over at Warner Brothers, right? Like, tell the truth. Let the truth see some light. And the truth is that Forza Motorsports 2023 did not release up to the standards
No,
of the
I can
previous
tell you
Forza
why.
Motorsport.
No, the only reason it didn't is because they changed more of the tire models,
Yeah,
and when they
it started from scratch too. That's
and
another
when,
thing.
and when they did that, they realized the cars looked like they were floating on the tracks. They thought they could use the same tracks, but they couldn't. They had to remake every single track in the game. Every game had to be remade, or we would have had a floaty bullshit ass product. So they had, and dude, nobody was more hurt than me. When I didn't, I told Ram, the Dia's favorite, when when they came out with that game without the Nurburgring. Now I ain't shit in the Nurburgring, but I love the track. I don't give a shit if I'm great or not. But when that shit didn't release, man, he had to listen to me cry until the track released. But I knew what happened. I really followed Turn 10, but they couldn't just put the shit out. But let me go a little bit further. And COVID hit at the same time that you're trying to do this. Now let me tell you a little bit about Gran Turismo. Yeah, they fear Forza because they don't have shit new. Turn
Hey,
10 just dropped a massive ass download before everybody got laid off, and no one talks about it. Man, I've been playing this shit for a straight 2.5 weeks. I haven't even been playing your game Gears, E-Rock. But let me tell you this though. Gran Turismo, these niggas don't even have NASCAR. They don't
So,
have Formula One. These son of a bitches don't have the world's number one
Gran Turismo ain't
racetrack.
we
shit.
know, we
It's
know,
a
we
piece of
know.
shit. Hey, no, people don't know this. They don't know. They don't
Mhm.
even have the Indianapolis Motor Speedway on the whole fucking game.
That's emotions talking, man. That's emotions
No,
talking.
that's reality, bro.
That's emotions talking.
E-Rock, the number one racetrack on this planet is the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Go look at the go look at the Indianapolis 500 and tell me how many continents were represented at that track that day.
That's emotions talking, Zeke. Now, do you want to hear
Oh, hold
facts?
on, is that reality? Is that a reality?
That
Hey,
Man, this
hey,
nigga.
E-Rock, hold on, E-Rock. Here's NASCAR is the United States.
I
Formula
can't
One,
counterpoint you. You won't let me speak.
but when you speak, I want you to know this one fact: Formula One is worldwide.
I hear that.
NASCAR is here.
I hear
When
that.
the whole world comes to watch the Indianapolis 500, all
I
those
hear that.
Formula One cars. Go
I hear
ahead.
everything you're saying.
Well,
Now,
well, that's where you're wrong. Those are not Formula One cars, though. Formula One cars is Formula One cars. Those are Indy cars.
Indy cars, yeah, yeah. Well, that they call them Formula
Oh,
One
hey,
cars.
welcome, Tuck.
Tuck
Sorry, man.
Master.
Yeah, thank
Hey,
you for
what's up,
It's
joining,
dog?
Indy
Tuck.
car.
What's up,
Hey,
Chuck?
hey, and they just released that 2025 Formula One cars. Gran Turismo, you could count the 2025 cars. They don't even have that shit. No one says anything.
But
No
hey
one
guys,
says
listen.
anything.
Hey guys, listen. One of the things I learned, man, in my life, in my household, that as soon as you acknowledge the truth, the sooner you can fix the problem. If you don't acknowledge truth, you can't fix the problem. Um, there's this dude. I don't know whether he's from Edinburgh, Scotland, or England. This nigga, I stopped watching his videos. His videos is annoying. Every time I look up good information on Forza Motorsports or see the new updates or see the new tracks, his videos will always pop up with him and motherfuckers in his comment section shitting on Forza Motorsports, the 2023 release. And a lot of what he was saying though, even though he nitpicking like a little bitch, a lot of what this dude from Edinburgh, Scotland was saying was correct. Okay, with Gran Turismo, the latest one to come out, we know that they don't have Indy cars. We know that they don't have all of that shit that Zink is saying, right? We know that. These motherfuckers, Gran Turismo, Polyphony Digital still don't have car damage modeling in 2025, right? They
yep,
still don't have fucking car damage. But
yep.
what they do have is a polished product. What they do have is a
Oh my
polished
goodness
motherfucker.
gracious, man! No, no, no! I'm not
See,
letting
see,
that
see,
go.
Zink
Go
won't let me.
ahead. I play this
Zink,
shit.
Zink won't let me finish, so I
Go
can't
ahead.
counterpoint him. I'm not here to fight Zink. I'm not here to fight Turn 10. I've been trying to tell PlayStation motherfuckers for 20 years, Hebot, the truth is the light. The truth, and if you can admit the truth, yes, Xbox is third party now. PlayStation is third party now. Yeah, Warner Brothers fucking sucks. If you can admit the truth, it will set you free, dog. The truth will set you free, baby boy. Listen,
You got to play Gran Turismo.
I love Turn 10. I've been telling folks for years now, for 7 years, that Forza Horizon 4 is probably the greatest racing game ever made, period, right? It's probably
Not even
I,
close.
I don't need, oh my God, this nigga is
I
fucking
love
high.
the game to death.
But anyway,
It's
but
not
anyway,
even close.
but okay, what,
I like
Zink,
Paul
I,
too.
Hold on. Time out. Let me put a cap on it. Zink, let E-Rock speak, and then you can respond to him after. Continue, E-Rock.
the thing is, yeah, and I don't mind him butting it. He's passionate about Forza. I'm passionate about
Yeah, yeah.
Forza too. I'm
Yeah, I
passionate
know,
about Forza.
but we're about an hour in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know this nigga got his invisible timer going. Yeah,
Yeah.
I understand. I understand. The thing is, man, I only criticize with the hopes that these motherfuckers will get better. If they only get better, Forza Motorsports 23 was in such a state that it allowed these motherfuckers haters to start talking, and
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
it should not have been when you had about 8 years to work on it. It should not have released in that condition. Now we could talk about Gran Turismo all day. We could talk about it all day what it doesn't have. But what it did do, it released in a polished state. What it did do, it released with
No,
such
it
a
was a little bit messed up too. It was a little bit messed up. I don't
It
believe the
was
hype.
fucked
I don't
up.
believe the hype.
I played this shit.
Come on, Hebot. Have you seen Gran Turismo? Have
Dude,
you
Yeah, I
you
seen
own
gotta
it?
it.
play it, E-Rock.
I
That
I
own
ain't
can't.
it.
I
shit.
can't.
The
All
last
right.
one that came out, I own it. It's not that. You know, they always, you know how the media is. They like to make it seem like everything Sony does is perfect, even though,
Fact.
but it's not. It's not. It was messed up too. That shit was
No.
freezing. It was breaking up.
Cars
Like
floating down the track.
yeah, cars were floating. It had a lot of issues too. It's just the media likes to always
Any,
pander and make it seem like whatever
anyway,
Sony releases pop.
Anyway, man. Anyway, man. To make a long story short, Forza Motorsports released with half the tracks. The car models weren't what they should have been until they fixed it. The lighting wasn't what they should have been until they fixed it.
That's
The
true.
the car models in Gran Turismo look better. I don't give a fuck what y'all say. I done seen it. I done seen it. I done
Yeah,
seen it.
that's
I don't.
because
Hold on.
that's because it has way less context.
Let
Iraq.
me finish. I don't need to watch 1,000 videos to know what my eyes is telling me. I don't need to watch 1,000 videos to know what my eyes are telling me. Even that damn nigga John Lindemann, You don't give John Lindemann and digital fuckery reason to go after you. There were situations where, because this is the first time a game was using high dynamic range lighting in a game. This was the first time a game was using ray tracing in a racing game. So I will give Turn 10 that. But
Not
because of the
true.
ray,
That was Forza
oh
Motorsport
my god,
7,
yo,
E-Rock. Dude, I gotta correct you when you're wrong. Forza
I,
Motorsport 7 was native 4K, 100% native 4K, 60 frames per second
Forza Motorsport
locked.
7 was using ray tracing in their
For,
lighting.
this is correct. That was in the skies only. You never saw the same you never saw the same cloud
The
formation in
Xbox, the
Forza
Xbox,
Motorsport.
the Xbox could not do ray tracing back then, Zink.
That
No, they had ray
E-Rock,
tracing.
hold
They
on.
had on some.
Yes, they could. That was the Xbox. That was the Project Scorpio Xbox
Tomb
that
The
Raider,
came
project,
out in.
the,
Tomb
the
Raider 2
project, the
had
project
ray
Scorpio could not do ray tracing. Zink, what the fuck are you talking about?
tracing.
E-Rock, he
Tomb
about
Raider had
tell
it,
them.
E-Rock.
I don't know
Look
who
it
you
up.
listening to, E-Rock,
Look it
but
up. Unlimited. Put it up.
Yo, what's up?
Forza Motorsport
Put it
7
up.
was 100% native
Ray
4K,
tracing on Xbox
60
One.
frames per second locked, and it
That's
was
right, but
ray tracing.
that's
That
right.
was
Hold
the
on,
Xbox.
hold on, guys. Time out. What am I putting on screen here?
Okay, look up Tomb Raider 2 Xbox. I believe it's Xbox One Pro or X or whatever the mid gen whatever. That one was doing ray tracing on
Xbox
Tomb
One
Raider.
X.
The Xbox Series X
No, but even
that
Xbox
came in the
One
Forza
had ray
Motorsport.
Xbox One
tracing
X.
had ray tracing on Tomb Raider 2. Look it up. Liberty, you'll see. It'll come up. I guarantee you.
See,
That was not the first
see, we
100% native 4K game. Was Forza Motorsport
Zink,
7
Zink, Zink, Zink. Nobody is not saying that the game wasn't native 4K. I'm saying
at
that.
60 frames per second with HDR?
So Forza Motorsport 7 had ray tracing.
Yes.
All right,
Yes, in an area.
I need for you to prove me wrong.
Somebody could look that up anywhere
The
because
Forza
they can't.
Motorsport 7, the last one, it did have ray tracing on it.
And it was 100%. Hey, and then Rama with that piece of
The
shit.
Xbox, the
Hey,
X, the
go
Xbox
ahead.
One X couldn't do ray tracing. What the fuck
That's
is
a
y'all talking?
damn lie, bro. It's not true. Yes, it could.
Zink. If you're wrong, I want $50. I want you to
Not a problem.
cash app this with me. $50, nigga. The
Not a
Xbox,
problem.
the Xbox One X could not
Yeah.
do ray tracing. We
The
only had
the
ray tracing
the
when the
series
Series
the
X
one
and
X.
S came.
Yeah.
No, that's not.
Uh, yes.
Rock. That's not true.
Yeah. Hey, Zink. When you find time, go ahead and find whatever article. I'm not
I,
finding
I will.
anything about it. So
I will. It was the first native 4K game. Period.
Yeah, that's true.
And
That's correct.
yeah.
that's Forza Motorsport
But you know
7.
what? But wasn't none of them damn games doing ray tracing back then? Even
Nobody
Gears 3
was
wasn't
except
doing
for
it.
that one. Hey, and then Gears came out and it had ray tracing in the armor of their suits. And this racing game is the most powerful game on the market, period, in consoles. No one wants to tell you that. Digital Foundry doesn't highlight that. It's the only one that does ray tracing on track the whole damn race.
That's
Oh
Not
yeah,
correct.
oh yeah,
not
you
for
about the new one, yeah.
not Forza Horizon 5, and it can't do it because it's such a huge ass world where you could go anywhere. So RAM is allocated all over the place. But Forza Motorsport, the reason no one plays it like Horizon, it's the easy way out. If you like how particular things are, then you want Motorsport. That's why I haven't played Forza
Other
Horizon
thing. Let me
6.
ask you.
Hey,
Let me ask you something. When
go
you was
ahead.
playing Forza Motorsports, was trees in the background popping in and out and trying to load up?
Dude, that shit didn't happen to me. Okay,
Oh my God!
I have some great ass Xfinity
No,
over here. Hey, E-Rock,
hold
that
on,
shit didn't happen to me.
guys, hold on. This is where I'll defend Zinc because a lot of times when people post glitches and I play the same game, I don't experience the same thing
How this
either.
shit, man?
So,
And,
so,
dude,
so I, you know, so I
and
think
E-Rock,
no, it's entirely possible that Erock, when he played it, he had all the glitches, the trees were popping in and out, and it's entirely possible that it didn't happen because that should happen to me all the time.
hey,
So
hey,
Those things
I
I
just
Me
want to hold on, E-Rock, E-Rock.
and John Lindemann
John
both just
Lindemann is full of
had a
shit.
mass.
He-Bot, after I'm finished, will
yeah.
you tell him what a piece of shit Digital Foundry actually, dude, I study these motherfuckers
Oh
like
my
it's a damn
God!
college exam. Hey, E-Rock, I don't have time to sugarcoat. One thing you'll never get from me is some bullshit. You ain't gonna ever get no bullshit from me. E-Rock, I have
Oh,
30
speaking of farming,
days. I
tell you,
have
I
30,
think
hey, E-Rock, I have 30 days in Forza Motorsport. Nobody has those hours. I've seen shit in that game that you ain't gonna ever see on a PlayStation. In the next PlayStation either, they can't do it. People don't watch real finance. People could read a financial report. People could listen to Satya Nadella and quarterly earnings. They don't know what the fuck he said, and they don't know how to make it applicable. I listen to people say that Xbox is using Microsoft money. How the fuck are they using Microsoft money when they're third in all of Microsoft ahead of Windows? They don't even know
Well,
these motherfuckers over here saying Michael Xbox just made a profit. Will you shut your stupid ass up? People don't they want to praise
on this
Roblox.
day, on this
Hey,
day,
hey,
go
hold on. Let me finish with this last
check it out.
roll. They wanna praise Roblox when Minecraft is the world's most popular game. They just don't want to say it because Xbox owns it. They don't want to say it because Xbox paid $2.4 billion for this shit, and they don't understand why it's worth north of $35 billion ahead of Roblox that's traded on the stock market that your boy made money off of. They don't understand that merchandising is actually a part of your
The biggest part.
portfolio. So when you see a kid, a fucking 2 year old, a 3 year old walking down the mall with a Minecraft backpack on and a fucking sword in it, these motherfuckers play this shit, and I hate Minecraft with a
That's
passion.
me. I got the
Okay,
backpack, the
you
Crocs,
don't.
and the sneakers,
Hey, but I hate that game. I
and
hate
the
the way it
controller.
sounds. I hate everything about it. But it's not for me. It's a money maker. It is a money printer. And that's what people don't understand about PlayStation. They cannot have a Game Pass because they can't replenish those assets. They don't know that Game Pass started with a surplus from Halo making so much fucking money. Everybody want to say that the Xbox One was launched poorly. Motherfucker, they were going to allow us to pay for one game shared with 9 people. But Angry Joe and Hebot's boy, no, that's my boy, Ryan McCaffrey, talked all of this shit. Oh, I can't believe they're making us sign in and all of this shit. But Paul Tassi, Hebot's boy, was in it too. Unlimited's boy, Colin Moriarty, was in it too. All of these people devalued the shit. And I remind people, the Game Pass is, I shouldn't have had to pay for all of those games. Buying 2 games so my son and I could play, and here's my daughter want to play too. All this shit could have been free.
Yeah.
But no,
Uh,
man, I don't sugarcoat when go ahead, Hebot. I don't sugarcoat when it comes to things that I like
You were
because I
trying to
play this
say,
shit too much.
hold on, hold on. He about to say what you got to say. Then we're moving on to the next topic.
sure, sure, sure. No, what I was trying to say about what others they pointed out is it's like when you tell them that the Xbox Series X has actual HDR Dolby surround and the HDR Dolby Atmos. Dolby
facts.
Vision HDR and Dolby Atmos surround plus DirectX 12 Ultimate
Yes,
support and real RDNA 2 built. It's
facts.
built on the hardware as opposed to PlayStation 5. They had it on the PS5 firmware updated, which is an emulation of what it's doing. So that's why the Xbox hardware still retains the value that it does, and they were able to bring it up in price because they still lost $200 selling it at a $500 price point. Has is bullshit. His own makeup on top. It's not built in the hardware. And when you go look it up, you see it. People don't believe this. It's everything is built from the latency, low latency, which is called the DLI on the controller. Everything on PS5 that they have is firmware updated. On the Series X and S, it's built in the hardware. That's why, but people don't believe it.
No, they don't. And Destin, when he's showing you Gran Turismo, hey, E-Rock, next time you see Gran Turismo, have somebody drive 100 miles an hour and run into a tire barrier and tell me what happened to those fucking tires. What happens to those tires in Forza Motorsport is what's going to happen to those tires in the real damn game.
All right. All right, great stuff. Great conversation there. I didn't have the Forza debate on my bingo card today, but as always, I always enjoy when you guys speak your minds on this. Great topic, but we do got to move on. We do got to move on. Tuck, you still there?
Hold on, man. Unlimited. I know you. I know you on a timer, but I gotta answer this dude, man. I gotta answer this
Go
dude
ahead.
real quick.
Yeah,
Zick,
go ahead.
Zick, Zick. Me and you can debate about what happened to Forza 2023 in private when you got more time and you're not so heated about it, man. And we'll break it down later, brother. But this guy, Eternal the Gamer, is sitting here saying, "No rest for the wicked." Devs finally realized that PlayStation and Nintendo gamers ask, "Where can I buy it?" while Game Pass subs ask, "Is it coming to Game Pass?" There's a big difference between the two. Let me explain something to you, Eternal Gamer. Try explaining that to the developers of Claire Obscura Expedition 33. That
Yeah,
game experienced a boost in sales because it was on Game Pass. What we need you to
Now,
do, like I'm trying to explain to Zinc, is have your facts you come in here, bro. Because you're gonna be rebutted when you come in here. We're gonna be rebutted. Have your facts and don't run off with emotion. I don't have no
mhm.
emotions on it. I don't have no emotions about Xbox no more. I don't have no emotions about Warner Brothers, and I don't have no emotions on what you're saying. But games like Claire Obscura Expedition 33 is the rebut to everything you're saying about Game Pass, dog. Go ahead, y'all. Do
So,
y'all thing.
so does Pro World. So does Tech to Yumi. So does Arrow 1 and 2. So does Song of Iron. So does the Nickelodeon fighting game. All them games did well. All of them.
And the
Yeah,
reason I'm passionate about games is because I actually play them. And
Oh
like
yeah,
when
we
they
all
people
passionate.
like when people say Jez Corden is plays Gears, he doesn't know what happened to Gears when you're 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 100 hours in. He
yep,
doesn't understand how
yep,
those players gain new powers. He doesn't know what it looks like when a fucking matriarch is running at you and that bitch turns
yep.
invisible. He
Yeah,
don't
hell
know
yeah,
shit
bruh.
about that. No one
Tell them,
knows
tell
how
them, Zink.
much they continue to update these games on a daily basis. You can
yeah.
see it in Sea of Thieves. You can see it in Halo. You can see it in Gears. You can see it in Forza. Forza. It's a constant update. They even start saying new things in Gears. I don't know if you heard that yet,
That
Sega man, but they say new shit in the game. They never stop
Yeah,
updating
they
this
do.
shit. So
yeah.
we're privy
No,
to
no.
playing a great game all the
Yeah.
time when you have the Xbox. But Destin
Well,
Legary, my boy, won't say this shit. The people at the water fountain at Tuck's job won't say this shit. Nobody says this. So
Yeah.
no
all
one
it is,
knows.
gotta say
Eternal the
is this
gamer.
one. All I gotta say is
Oh.
this one thing. Let all of them enjoy their single player games, and that's it. And that's all they got.
They aren't enjoying them because Eternal the gamer could be playing Death Stranding 2 right now, but he's on an Xbox podcast because even he knows Xbox is better.
Yep,
So,
he's
He's
so,
the
getting lit
so,
up.
They're
problem
not
of the
Light him
game.
enjoying
up.
this stuff.
hey,
And
He's
by
the
the way,
problem because
Eternal
he
the
didn't
gamer,
chart.
so
Eternal
listen
the
to this
gamer.
right
That's
now.
objectively that's not true that it was going to sell anyway because it's a new studio, I think it's an indie studio. I might be wrong. Right? They didn't listen. Like this article said, let's not overlook Microsoft part in clear obscure success. It has been a huge sales success, but I'll admit I'm surprised to see Microsoft getting zero credit in helping achieve that. Yes, Microsoft is the big reason because of why Game Pass. Why? But not only because of Game Pass, because it was on their showcases,
Yep.
which is by the way is marketing. That's
Yep.
marketing when these trailers and gameplay reveals are on their summer showcase. The summer showcase, which every year is it's not even close now. The most watched, most talked about, and biggest showcase each summer. All that stuff, and being day one on Game Pass. So what happened, Eternal? A lot of a lot of people who saw that was seeing, yeah, it was getting some hype because of good reviews. What did they do? They played it on Game Pass first. They liked it, then they bought it. That's what happened. It did not sell because oh man, this just such amazing. No, no, no. Great games don't sell all the time. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? There's
Yeah,
this
they
real
don't.
myth out. There's this myth out there that if you just make a quality game, that means it's going to be success. That is not close to true. Listen,
Uh, De-
all of us as
Demon Soul. Demon Soul, the so-called that everybody likes Dark Souls series. Demon Soul sold 9,000 copies on PS3. What the fuck are they talking?
yeah.
Look it up.
Well, I don't think Demon Souls is a great game, but still,
You don't
yeah,
know,
point
but I'm
taken.
saying, you know how everybody sucks on Dark Souls games now? Demon Souls came out on PS3. It sold 9,000, I think it was 19,000 copies, and it was shit. Nobody bought it.
Yeah.
and their so-called great games, right? The so-called PlayStation 5 killer, the remaster of Demon Soul, right? That's my
Yeah.
point.
Yeah.
Great games, Lollipop Chainsaw, Shadows of the fucking Dam, Inversion, motherfucking Star Trek, motherfucking 50 Cent's fucking game, goddamn motherfucking Solstice, Wanted Dead, motherfucker, the list goes on and on and on and on.
And I tell
Get the
you right
fuck out of
now,
my face.
yo.
Great games
I
don't
tell you
sell.
right now. I tell you right now. Let them motherfuckers enjoy their single player games. That's all they got.
Yeah.
I mean, what else do they have?
They
I
got
mean,
Hell
they got.
Divers, but I got
I mean,
Yeah,
the
they
only
got
thing
hell divers.
Hey, let me jump on Hebot real quick because Hebot said, "What did
Yes,
you
sir.
say earlier, Hebot? When you said something is a ploy, they're just trying. Oh,
yes,
that
it
one
is.
game by Moon Studios.
Yeah,
You
yeah, yeah.
said that
Yeah.
they trying to create hype.
They're
That's
trying to
what.
create drama to get
Hey,
to get
he
attention so that Microsoft keel over and fucking give them a Game Pass back. That's what they're doing.
Hebot, let me jump on you on this one.
Yes,
That's the
sir.
same thing they doing with Hell Divers. They're
Yes, sir.
trying to they trying to make a big controversy about Hell Divers when this bitch released on the same day as
That
Gears.
must be ordering some fries.
Ain't
Right.
nobody playing that
Okay,
shit.
I see y'all in
Did I
October.
think of it? Stupid.
Jazz Corden up
Right.
here
All
talking
right, hey,
about
thanks a
Jazz
lot.
over here. Go ahead.
All right, bye.
Oh,
oh,
Jazz
Tuck,
Corden.
Tuck, he on a phone call, man.
Hey,
No, I was just
Jazz
talking
over
about
here.
Dr. Hey,
I
she can give
said
me
good burger. What you ordering, nigga?
New burger order from Sunday.
no, she can give my hey, no, she giving me my A1C one
No.
report today. It is 6.6.
Listen,
Man,
listen to this. Be that as it may, but devs are still going against Game Pass. It's about time. Yo,
Yeah,
Eternal
see
Game,
that?
you sound like you're running off emotion, bro. Don't run
Yeah,
off.
see that
Don't be
that
like Zinc. Don't run off emotion, bro.
yeah,
Just spit
that's
facts.
exactly
What developers are going against Game Pass? It seems to me like developers is running the Game Pass. What are you
it
talking
seemed
about?
like developers
They
are going
have
against Sony
thousands
because
of developers on the waiting list. They said they have so many that want to get onto Game Pass because that's the only smart decision to your game to get looked at. You
What's
think
this
a
clown?
fucking game like Super Meat Boy 3D is gonna get any time
But
Game Pass?
you know what you know what developers they are talking about. You know what really developers they talking about. They ain't talking about the small developers. The small
Mhm.
developers loving Game Pass the way it is.
Yeah, yeah.
Big people want to put the big developers in it so damn bad. Like I said, the big developers don't have no fight in this. They're gonna do what they want to do. They're gonna do what they want to do. But like I always say, when the game get older, when they ain't making no money, watch and see where they're gonna come.
Guess what,
Yeah.
Chuck? Guess what,
just
Straight
brother
like
up.
Chuck?
Final Fantasy.
Guess what, brother Chuck? If they would have put Callisto Protocol on Game Pass, I guarantee you would have done well. I
Yeah.
guarantee you.
Look,
Yeah,
look, look,
I
look, look,
guarantee
look,
you.
look,
that's
my
what
nigga, my nigga, Eternal. I understand you hate this shit, dog. Whatever emotions you going through, man, whatever got your pussy wet, I feel for you. I really do, dog. But
I know.
don't be mad at me because
E-Rock,
right now,
E-Rock,
hold on, Heba,
Eternal.
Heba. Don't be mad at us because right now I gotta delete shit off of my motherfucking Xbox, nigga. I got Doom the Dark Ages. Gears of War Reloaded,
Yeah,
Adamfall. I guess you're gonna tell me the Ninja Gaiden is trash and Ninja Gaiden 4 is trash. Get out of
yeah,
here. The Outer Worlds. I guess you're gonna tell me the Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4 is trash. I guess you're
yeah,
gonna
man.
tell me
Yeah,
next
yeah.
the Space Marines and Wu Chang and all of this shit and South of Midnight is look. I understand whatever you're going through. Your feelings is valid, dog. I feel you, but let's talk
Look,
about it.
Eternal. We got
Let's talk
E-Rock.
about it.
E-Rock.
what is that game that's gonna be
Tell,
on Xbox tomorrow?
listen to Eternal.
It's
Listen,
called
this is what
Wu
you do.
Chang. Wu Chang, nigga. Wu Chang Fallen Feathers.
Hey, and you know what? It looks good too. And I'm gonna be playing. Guess what it's gonna be on? The Game Pass.
Tuck. I might play for 5 minutes and delete it. That's my priority. That's my prerogative, nigga. That's why we
Yeah,
got Game Pass. I
yeah,
may
but
play it for five
I'm just
minutes
saying,
and
but
delete it.
it's there
E-Rock, we
though.
make
It's
it
there.
easier for Eternal. This is what you do. Eternal, look, this is what we do. We can get Brother
Sony people,
Unlimited
if Sony people
to send you a damn link, right? And you come in here and you show us live on air
He don't
your
want
video
that.
No,
He don't want
collection. And
that.
I guarantee
He don't
you,
want that.
and I guarantee you,
He
you
don't
don't
want that,
have
he
more
brought.
games than anybody on this fucking panel. I
You don't want
guarantee
that,
you.
Hebot.
And we're on Xbox.
I
He'll
put it
get
this
his ass
way.
lit
I
up.
put it
He'll
like
get
this.
lit up
Oh,
for
hold
doing
on,
like
hold on,
that.
guys,
I double,
guys. Hey, T-Bot,
I
stop.
double dare you.
He bot. Stop. Four people trying to talk at the same time. All right, so this is what we're gonna do. He-Bot, finish your point. Then Tuck, then Sega Man. So continue, He-Bot.
I just want to say I double dare Eternal to get a link from you. Come in here, show us his collection. I guarantee you, he don't have more games than one of us in this panel. And we're Xbox guys because we don't buy games. Remember that. I guarantee you don't have more games than us.
No, he don't.
Yeah.
I
Hey
triple
man,
dare
hey,
you.
hey man, hey, guess what, y'all? Hey, y'all can be mad at me all y'all want. This y'all fault for having one podcast a year. Because when you have one, niggas be trying to talk. That's y'all fault. Niggas be trying to talk like that on the Senate floor. Like, no,
Yeah,
we can't
no.
give Africa free aid. Like, no,
Yeah.
it's y'all fault, man. I
Shut
ain't heard
up,
from
man.
Sega Man.
Yeah,
We see Zink. We see Zink once a year. He come here talking some foolishness about Forza Motorsports is great. So
No, I
like
talk facts about Forza. You can stop that, E-Rock.
that
I'm factual about Forza.
you only
I could tell you everything about Forza.
you only
Anything you want to know. Nobody can hang with this game, bro.
Yeah.
It's
Look,
not
look,
even close. Going
Xbox on
back to
Xbox
Sega
One
Man.
right now.
all right.
oh my god.
I'm
We
gonna put
need
like this.
Forza
I'm
news to
gonna put
come
like
Hey,
this.
out. So,
I don't
but
play.
yeah,
Hey, I
hey,
don't play
Zink.
bad games.
Yeah. All right. Good points, guys. But guys, we gotta continue.
I want to hear what
Tuck,
Sega Man and them got to say. Tuck too.
Tuck. What were you gonna say?
My whole thing about Forza Motorsports, and I loved it. I mean, I think it was a good game. I mean, but think about let's be
Up,
real about
Brain.
the whole damn thing. People, you know how people still hating on games. I mean, these people is just still hating on games for the heck of it. I mean, they ain't giving a game a chance before they. I
Facts.
mean, the game could be out a day and they already trashing it already.
It don't
So I
even
mean,
have to be out.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
it
a
don't
fact.
even be
Doug.
out.
That's a fact.
I mean, I'm
That's a
gonna give you
fact.
a
Every,
good example. I'm gonna give you a good example, like that game that Ultimate plays with the superhero. What's the name of the game? They came out what like 2 years ago with
Gotham Knights.
yeah, Gotham Knights. Man, okay, before the game even came out, it got all kind of hate.
Yeah.
Gotham Knights released polished though. It was polished when it
But
released.
but look where it's at though. It's not no. It's no. Suicide Squad was Just League.
Come on, Suicide Squad.
Look at that game.
Suicide Squad was polished when it released.
You know what?
It got unwarranted hate. Both them games
You
got
know what?
unwarranted hate.
It got hate before it even came out.
Forza
That's the
wasn't polished when it was released.
it can be polished
Forza
all
was
it
a good
wants to. It
game when it
still got
released.
hate.
All
It
right.
To
still
you, it
got hate
was.
no matter what.
No, to everybody that actually played it, it was. If
So
you
you saying
listen to
that?
Destin, if you listen to Destin, it sucked.
So you saying I didn't play the games? Ain't you was in my house?
Hey, and
You
you
saying
saying
I
you
didn't
were
play
in
the
my
game?
house. You
Hey,
saying you were
E-Rock,
in my
E-Rock,
house.
E-Rock. More like
I
when I'm
have
trying
more
to.
achievement points than everybody here in all of the Forza games.
I will give you all of that. I will give
Okay,
you all of that. But it don't stop the fact that Microsoft,
that's
Xbox,
not
for
a
some
fact.
reason, this
No, they
man did
released
this.
with they
I
didn't
can't talk,
release
motherfucker. You won't let me talk. You
because
emotional
you
about a
full of
goddamn video
shit
game.
today. You full of shit today. You
Let us
telling me
talk.
something that I did.
My pussy ain't bleeding over a fucking
I
video
don't
game,
have a
dude.
pussy, so I don't know what the fuck
You
you
acting like
talking
one.
about, E-Rock.
You
No,
acting like you
you
got
acting
one.
like the bitch today.
Why are you
You
why are
trying to
you
tell
mad?
me what
Why
Yeah.
you trying to
are
tell
you
me what
mad?
I'm
Why
doing to
are
you.
you mad?
E-Rock, I
Why
don't give a
are you
fuck what's
mad?
going on
Why
because
are you mad over a
you
video
told me
game?
what I'm doing over here. You
And
started
you,
this shit. E-Rock,
Yo,
I don't play that shit with nobody, bro.
why
yeah,
Nobody.
are you
You
mad
leave.
over a video game?
You started it. I will finish everything.
Why
I
are
don't
you
yeah.
even
mad
run
over
from an
why
argument.
are you mad over a
Cause you
video game?
talking shit about something you don't know what the fuck you talking about.
No, I'm
I,
talking facts. Forza Motorsport
No, you
released
don't.
in an
You ain't
unfinished
saying
state.
shit.
It
No,
released in
it
an
didn't have all the
unfinished state.
tracks. It didn't have
It
all
didn't
the
have all the
tracks.
tracks. The car
Okay.
models look like shit. They fixed a lot
No,
of
they
things.
didn't.
They
No, they
fixed a
didn't
lot
look
of
like
things to
shit.
their credit.
Like
But
nothing.
No, they didn't look like
there's a
shit.
reason why most of Turn 10's team is gone as of a couple of weeks
That's
ago.
not why either.
That's
Okay,
not why. That's
all
not
right,
why.
That's
y'all know
not
the
why
reason
either.
why them niggas is
Yeah,
gone.
I do. Because I actually
They just
follow these motherfuckers.
okay, all right. Well, the game released in an unfinished state. It is what it is.
No, it didn't have as
They
many
fixed a lot of
tracks.
things. They fixed a lot of things to give them
No, they've
credit after
improved
a
a
year
lot of
updates.
things.
They improved a lot of things. They improved lighting. They added some new
They're
tracks. They
still
improved
improving shit.
everything. They improved everything that everybody was complaining about. But the fact remains
What were they
that
complaining
Forza
about?
Motorsport
Not
released
enough
in an
tracks.
unfinished state.
Well,
Car
okay.
models was off. Trees
No,
was
that shit
loading in
was
and
off.
out.
I played the shit. No, it wasn't.
Okay. All
See, you
right.
over
All
here.
right.
Hey, well, when you look at your hours, I'll tell you my hours, or you can look at my hours. My Wolverine 23975 is my gamer tag. Go look at my shit.
Don't get emotional over these video games.
Hey,
Zink. It's not.
oh,
It's not worth it because at
we're the same. We're carrying the same amount of
because
emotion,
at the
Rock.
end
We're
of the day,
carrying the same amount of
at the end,
emotion here.
no, we not, nigga. No, we not. At
Okay.
the end of the
Well,
day,
okay. Well, I'm just telling you
at the end of the
factually what's
day,
going
turn
on.
10. At the end of the day, turn 10 ain't feeding your family, dog. They not
Hey,
feeding your family.
hold on, wait, let me
I just think
stop
it
you
was a
right
lack
there.
of
Yes,
content.
they
That's
are.
it.
Yeah, yes, they are. Hey, yes, they are. Let me tell you something. Okay,
Oh
you
my
can laugh
God.
about it. You can laugh about it. Let me tell you what I do. And I taught this. Okay. I taught conflict resolution, anger management, and anti-bullying to at-risk children. You need a fucking buffer. Everyone does. Life is not, when you walk out that door, life is going to throw your ass a curveball, and if you don't hit it, you better be able to react when the chips are down. When my life was falling apart, everyone's life had their chance. When my life was falling apart, my buffer was
Oh,
two things. No, my
no,
buffer is two
finish what you
things.
say, Zink.
My buffer is two things. Some people like to read a book. I'll play Forza, or if I'm really pissed, I'm going to play Gears and cut somebody's head the fuck off. But what it does, it allows you to push the reset button, something that's not alcohol or stupid ass drugs, and it allow you to wake up tomorrow. And if that sun comes up, guess what? It's still fucking game on the clock. It's still time on the clock. The game isn't over. Let's do this shit over. What did we do wrong? Let's draw up a new plan and get the fuck back out there. Stop playing, running in the victim Olympics out here. Everyone had a bad day. Everyone has had a loss of a job. Everyone has had it. The ones that can dig deep, push the reset button, and get the fuck back out there
Those are
is your
facts.
winner.
Yeah,
Though
good.
everyone has to have a buffer though. And when you're talking to a kid that was molested since the seventh grade, all of a sudden they tell you what the fuck is wrong, then you could get them out of that hole. If it's possible, they can get help, but you just can't hold this shit in. So you need a buffer. My buffer is Forza, my buffer is Gears or Halo or one of those things. So yeah, I know what I know these things and their connections. So yeah, fuck that. That shit helped. It helped my ass. I don't know what helped other people, but it helped my ass, and I'm really successful because of that
Yeah.
shit.
Great stuff there. But we do got to move on. By the way, for the rest of the show, the word "force" is banned. So
Huh.
don't I don't need a third argument over this shit,
Oh
man.
man.
But oh,
Hey,
by the way, Eternal Gamer, there
It's open a lot of questions.
Eternal Gamer, trust me. Trust me, fuck my collection. You don't got more than he bought. He bought has a warehouse of
That's
video games.
impossible.
Yeah, he bot's got a warehouse of video
or
games.
Sega Man. Or Sega Man. So
Yeah, or Sega Man. Here I am being disrespectful with Sega Man and his brilliant collection. Yeah, you don't
Right. And
got more than
Sega
him.
Man gonna make a video as
Eternal,
soon as
won't
this shit is over.
Eternal, won't you come on, man, so they can light your ass up? Won't you come on, man?
Yeah,
But I think
no,
his
no,
collection. I don't want his collection.
he not coming on because he don't have nothing to say, man. He's running off of emotion, and you know why I don't do that? Because I've lived for 56 years with emotional women. So now that I'm 56, man, I learned to calm down. I'm not.
yeah.
You can say Xbox sucks all day. You ain't gonna hurt me,
No,
man. You ain't gonna hurt me.
Yeah, I can say
Like,
that
look.
shit all day long.
If I told my favorite company, Warner Brothers, to go fuck themselves, if I told ex girlfriends and bosses and employees to go fuck themselves, you think I'm gonna get emotional over anything you say about Xbox? That's what I'm trying to say, man. Like, if I call a spade, it's a spade. I'm not just picking on somebody. I'm not just picking on you. I'm not just going to pick on the Eagles to tell them, hey, one of these years, y'all may have won some championships, but y'all sucked one year. I learned to call a spade, man, because people on my job, a woman told me one day, yo, Erock, you drive too fast. I don't feel safe riding with you. And I got mad. But as I got older, I was like, damn, you know what? That bitch was right. I did drive recklessly when I was a bus driver. I was a reckless ass motherfucker out here. I needed that criticism, Zinc, so I could get better. You understand what I'm saying? Once I took my emotions and my ego out of this shit, but mostly my emotions, I was like, damn, that motherfucker was right. I was dangerous. You know what I mean? So it is what it is, man. We're not going to mention a certain game, but if this recent fucking fuck up makes them get better, fine, that's great. But if we don't acknowledge the fuck up, they're not going to get better. The Eagles didn't get better until they acknowledged, yo, it's certain aspects of our team that sucks. I didn't get better as a person until I realized it's certain aspects about me that suck ass. E-Rock, now that you're older, get rid of that goddamn social media because it gets you emotional. Man, I'm glad YouTube took my YouTube channel away. You know why? Because YouTube allowed me to get emotional making them damn videos and arguing with them Sony fans. And now that social media is gone and now that YouTube is gone, man, I live a lot happier life. My family still be trying to work my nerves. I ain't gonna fake the fuck about that, but I'm a lot calmer now as they try to work my nerves. Now that they work my nerves, I don't yell or scream. I tell my family to go eat a bag of dicks and keep it moving. See, I'm in a different place now, so I can tell you that a certain game has issues and not get heated about it. But it's all good, brother. I could argue with you on Tuesday, man, and love you Wednesday, brother. It's all good. But go ahead, Unlimited. Do your show,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, Rangy said the homies arguing, but anybody outside the homies talking shit will get their wig split. Yep, that's how it is, man. Look, man. And anyone who's got a brother know how that worked. I used to whip my little brother's ass, but if you ever put a finger on him, we fighting type shit. So I get it, but that's absolutely true there. But yeah, we got to talk about this,
Oh, look.
and yeah, we got to talk about this, and this is going to be explained more on Sega Forever's show. But Microsoft recently killed their movie and TV storefront on Windows and Xbox, and this once again brings up a discussion that we've had in the past, but I don't think we've done a deep dive on before, right? And that's it's time for some type of digital protections here. And I think that this is the perfect time to bring it up. This topic was brought up earlier this morning by E-Rock, and I thought that it would make a great discussion. But Tuckmaster, you there?
Yes, I am.
All right, Tuck, man, what are your thoughts on this? Microsoft has killed the movies and TV storefront on Xbox, which means that while you can't purchase any more movies or TV shows, you can still watch whatever whatever you paid for. But what are your thoughts on this?
Okay, well, the number one thought was that the number one thought was on the whole other thing was this when I heard about it. Was that when I heard about it, I thought they was gonna gotta take the movies away, and I heard that. Then when I heard of that, I kind of calmed down because at least they're not taking the movies away.
Yeah.
But there's only one thing about it. I don't have no problem with what Microsoft did because what you can do now, this is what you can do if you got movies anywhere. You can put the app on your Xbox. Once you put it on your Xbox, then you go to the website. Then when you go to the website, and what it does, if you got a Google account or whatever your email is, you can hook it up. You can hook it up to your Xbox account because it has Xbox down there. It has Xbox. It has YouTube TV. It has Amazon, and you can hook all of them up. And the good thing about it is you can buy the movies. You can still buy the movies. And where the movies will pop up at, it will pop up on your Xbox. Pop right back on your Xbox. So you're not losing nothing. The only thing you're losing is what Microsoft got to turn around and do. They ain't making no money, so they got to do what they got to do. And I don't blame that. I don't blame for that. But the main thing what I like about it, as long as they made it where you can turn around and have your movie, keep your movies on there, because like the other day, I bought Skinner. I bought Skinner for $12.99, and what it did, it just hopped it over to my Xbox account. I mean, on the movie TV service, and that's what it did. So you ain't losing nothing. I love it. I mean, it's good. I mean, it's not that much of a learning curve. It's easy to do. If you got a Google account and you hook, because it got all the hookups there. It shows your Xbox hookup. It shows all that. So no, I don't. I mean, tell you the truth, unlimited. I don't got no problem with it. Everybody does, but when people really find out what's going on with it and realize that they can still do it, they shouldn't have no problem. I mean, the main thing to me, as long as they didn't shut the app down. If they would have shut that down, then yeah, I probably would have been.
And if they had to shut it down, what the fuck could we do about it?
Huh?
Nothing. And if they did shut it down, what the fuck can we do about it? Nothing.
I mean, you know, but
This is a topic where maybe this time Unlimited should have started with me, but I'm gonna let him do his
the thing
show.
with
Ain't nothing
no,
we can do
Well,
about that
no,
shit.
yeah.
Erock,
Well, Tuck
Erock,
got in late and didn't get a chance to speak, so I want
Erock.
to give him
The
the
thing
mic.
about it is, Xbox didn't have to do none of it, but they did. So be happy that they did. I mean, because look what Sony shut down their whole doggone thing and didn't tell nobody. So let's put it like that. I mean, let's say, okay, you know what? And I'm just glad that they did that because they didn't have to do that. They could have just shut the whole damn thing
Yeah,
down.
that's true. That's true. That's
But
true.
they
That's
didn't do
true.
it. So
True that.
be glad
Well,
and stop fussing about it. Because like I said, I
Well,
was mad about it. I mean, no, like I said, I was mad about it at first. But when I heard that they wasn't gonna shut the movies off, fine. But the thing about it is, if you got a lot of movies and you still want to watch movies, you can still do the same doggone thing. Because I'm gonna tell you another thing too. It's like I'm subscribed to YouTube TV. You know where all my movies are at now.
that's just expensive, nigga. You crazy.
No,
Go ahead.
hey, no, it's not. I mean, it can be expensive.
Well, to you,
You know,
motherfucker, it
you
ain't. But
know,
to me, I'm like, YouTube can suck eat a bag of dicks. Shit. What
no,
do you want, like $30 a month for that shit?
between me and my son, we played $40 a piece. That's $80 right there. But you got
Y'all
these
can eat a
other
bag of dicks too. Shit, that's crazy.
no, but I'm just saying it's not bad. It's not bad at all. But the thing about it is, on YouTube TV, on YouTube TV, everything that's on my Xbox is also on my YouTube TV. The movies, because everything that I purchased is also there, so he can watch the movies. So it's got its benefits. It's not all bad. It got its benefits. But like I said, Microsoft had to do what they had to do. Hey, I thought, to tell you the truth, what I thought they was gonna do. I mean, I didn't think they was gonna do it that fast. I thought they were probably gonna give people like a month, and then let people know that they're gonna shut it down within a month, and then, they kill it off. But they killed that off fast. So yeah, I was disappointed in that. But you know, hey, it's about saving money, man. And if they ain't making no money in that service, they gotta do what they gotta do. And plus, let's put it like this too: it's too
Fuck
many.
you at a nightclub, nigga?
Another thing too, there's too many streaming services out there that do the same thing anyway. Let's just be true about the whole doggone thing. There's too
Facts.
many out there that do the same damn thing. So Microsoft said, okay, you know what? We're not making any money on it. Let's gotta cut our ties with this. But let's don't do our people blind. Let's don't do our people justice. If they still got their movies, they can still play them. So that's all I got to say about that. So like I said, if you want your movies, just download Movie Anywhere on your Xbox, and it is the app on your Xbox. Download it, and you'll see what I'm talking about because all your movies will be on that site, except for a couple of movies, except like movies that like Paramount got. They already got license and everything. Now unless they get like a Paramount like thing, I can see that going on. But if they don't have Paramount, you know, you're not gonna see it, but you can still play it on your Xbox, movie app. So that's a good thing. Like I said, I love it. I mean, they're not trying to mess you up. So that's all I gotta say about that.
All right, great stuff there, Tuck. And yeah, this is just things are just changing so damn fast. It seems right where something just happens day after day after day. But E Rock man, I know that you're itching to speak on
Let me
this.
let me add, let me add one more thing to this before we start bringing it.
Go
damn,
ahead,
nigga, go ahead.
go ahead.
Number one, the AI thing is taking over. Okay, and I don't like it. Now, if it comes to like coding
Mm,
and
mm,
everything, I
mm.
don't mind it. When it comes down to you
Y'all
taking
niggas
people's
wow.
jobs, I have a hard time dealing with that.
Yeah, yeah.
Go ahead,
Actually,
E-Rock.
Man, somebody doing their taxes. What's all that typing in the background? I hear
oh
typing and kids and shit. What the
yeah, that's probably me.
Oh,
Unlimited type faster than my mother at her peak.
oh man. Anyway, man, I thought you was retired, man. Enjoy your retirement, shit. Um. Anyway,
Oh no,
man.
I ain't working. Let me not say that, but yeah, yeah, I'm just looking. For, I'm not. I'm just looking for just look. You know how I am, man. Just
I
looking
know,
for
man. I
stuff
know. I
that
know.
y'all be saying.
I'm just fucking with you, dude. Listen, man.
I know, I
Nobody,
know,
no,
I know.
nobody. Yeah, yeah. You know how we do, man. God damn. You know, what I mean, I ain't mean to get my boy Zinc heated. God damn, man. It's just fucking game like this shit. You don't think I'm not heated about this shit right here? Microsoft kills movies and TVs. Man, I own about 1,000, probably more movies that I bought from Microsoft Movies and TV.
Hey,
Right?
hey,
I've
but
been building.
it don't end though. You don't
Can,
have to
can I
end it.
can I talk? Is that okay? Is
Yeah, go ahead.
that all right, man?
Tuck said no.
Yeah. You know what I mean, Zink? He said, "No, nigga, you can't talk." Um, like nobody's invested more in the Microsoft movies and TV
Hmm.
probably than I have. I don't think. I used the app. I bought the movies. I was getting ready to buy Megan 2.0 because that just popped out. Then the store was going one day, right? Um, it is what it look. It is what it is. It is what it is. But the thing we got to do as consumers, we got to stop saying that this shit's okay. We got to
Yeah.
stop saying that it's okay for games to release in an unfinished state. We got to say it's not okay for you to fucking just take your storefront down without giving us at least a month warning in advance. Okay, it's not okay for a fucking cardiologist to close his office down suddenly and leave his patients in the lurch. And it's not okay for Microsoft to just leave the thousands of people who were supporting Microsoft Windows and TV in the lurch. But they probably did their figures internally and realized that people weren't engaging with the app. People weren't buying movies. And I don't know the dynamics of whether how much it was costing Microsoft to get these movies and resell them. I don't know the dynamics of all of that. I don't even want to get into all of that. All I know is that at some point, especially after the PlayStation debacle a couple years ago, where PlayStation users had bought TV shows and movies off of the PlayStation Store app, and them shits was just gone. Them shits
Hmm.
was just gone.
And then
Okay.
they tried to
Oh
sell it, and nobody wanted that shit because they
yeah.
didn't own shit.
According to the fine print, all of the games I own, all of the movies I own, I technically don't own them. I own a digital license. I own a digital license to play those games. It suits my lifestyle. I do not have the space, and I got a crib. I do not have the space to store a physical collection. I do not have the space to store 1,000 DVDs and Blu-rays. So a digital lifestyle suited me fine. But Microsoft probably did the numbers and saw internally that nobody was engaging with the app, nobody was buying movies, so they decided to axe this shit. The problem with this is Microsoft is saying today that Iraq, your 1,000 movies you bought, I got everything, all the Star Treks, all the Rockies, all the DC movies, all the fucking John Wicks, because Microsoft be having sales. You
Yeah.
name it, man. I got you name a franchise. I got all them bitches, all the Lords of the Rings, all of that shit. You name a franchise, I got that shit. I got categories. Matter of fact, I could run my own goddamn TV station. I got all the 80s movies, all the 90s movies, all the 2000s movies. Not all of them, but I got a pretty substantial digital collection. Now, the thing is that Microsoft says today that Iraq, your 1,000 movies is protected, but tomorrow they may change their mind and make all of that shit disappear. And
No,
all we're saying, please let me finish, man.
I think that's gonna stay around because they know, man. Dude, they people try to take that.
Fucking hell, man.
Yeah.
You
No,
talk,
people try to take
talk,
that
talk,
stuff.
Miguel. We thought that Forza Motorsports 5 was going to be an Xbox exclusive, motherfucker. Right? We thought that, right? And then Phil Spencer changed his mind the next day. So
Yeah,
I learned with these executives that you cannot take anything they say as fact.
Hmm.
You cannot take anything they say as fact. If they decide tomorrow that they're not going to waste the bandwidth or the server space on my 1,000 movies, them shits could be going tomorrow. And all
Yeah.
I'm saying is I'm not emotional about it. I should be fucking pissed. If Microsoft was to pay me back for the movies, they would owe me about $5,000. But the thing is there was some fine print under that. There was some fine print under that I didn't read. We will not give you refunds for your digital film and TV show purchase. I did not read the fine print. That's on me. That's
You
on
know
me
why
because
that
I
is,
want to.
Bro? You know why that is? Because they don't own the licenses. That's the
I
problem.
understand
Correct.
it. I understand it. I understand it. I understand that. That's on me for not reading the fine print. That's on me for I like the convenience of owning things. I like the convenience of having things digitally. We're moving into a world that maybe I don't agree with, but and I understand this is opening up a whole debate we don't have time for about
Hey,
cinephiles and movie people who prefer physical over
nah,
digital. There's a reason why. I understand
nah,
that. I do have some physical DVDs, but these are rare, hard to find movies that are not on any service whatsoever. But that's neither here nor there.
I agree.
Was here or there is the fact that we, the consumers, need to have some kind of protection for our digital purchases. I don't know whether we got to take this to the Senate, the Supreme Court, or
Right.
whoever we got to take it to, but we need protection for our video games. We need protection for our video game libraries. Because listen, if they could do this to movies and TV, and I'm not blaming Microsoft, I'm not mad at them. Again, like I just said, guys, I'm not operating on emotion anymore. Man, look, I take care of a senior citizen and I got a house, man, that constantly needs repair. You think I'm gonna get fucking upset over some fucking games and some fucking movies? It's annoying. It's annoying that I gave y'all fucking my fucking money and my shit could be going tomorrow, right? And everybody say, well, they're not going to take your movies. Your movies are yours to keep. But how do we know that? How do we know that? I've seen Smokey and the Bandit a couple of years ago disappear out of my collection. Like, yo, where the fuck did Smokey and the Bandit go? I don't even want to watch Smokey and the Bandit, but why the fuck is it going? We done seen games like Scott Pilgrim versus the World disappear from our libraries, right? So Phil Spencer and Microsoft could say one thing, but they'll do something else. And this is just companies in general. We, the consumer, need some kind of protection for our digital purchases. That's all I'm saying. I'm not running off of emotion. I'm just running off of facts. I did not read the fine print. It is what it is. The digital lifestyle suits me. But I did notice a year and a half ago, I kept saying to myself, because I have conversations with myself, because
hey,
there's not a whole lot of folks to have conversations with. I said a long time ago, man, why isn't Microsoft realizing what they have? They have a streaming service. They have a digital storefront. Why aren't they capitalizing this and taking it further? They didn't want to take it further because who the fuck can go up against Netflix? They didn't want to take it further because who the fuck can go up against HBO Max? They didn't want to take it further because who the fuck can go up against Disney Plus? Who the fuck could go up against now Amazon Prime is in the game? I own content. Well, I have a license for content on Amazon Prime. So Microsoft, with all of their money, probably said, man, anywhere for us getting into this fight. So I have noticed that Microsoft Windows and TV was lagging far behind these other services. I began noticing suddenly TV shows started disappearing. And how you know they disappeared? It would say, not available, not available. This movie's not available. Not a John Wick, not available. This, not available. So soon, classic Star Trek, not available. Soon, this is not available. And I said, yo, man, Microsoft Windows and TV is starting to suck ass. This was a year ago I said this. This was a year ago I said this. I said, yo, something's going on, man. Something's going on here. But I didn't know what. I couldn't put two and two together. I figured Microsoft is a $2 trillion company or $3 trillion company. They got plenty of money. But I now live in a reality in 2025 where I realized that with $3 trillion, Microsoft ain't got money to waste on a nigga like me. And it's nothing personal. It's nothing personal. My feelings aren't hurt. If I lose all the movies tomorrow, I'll be upset. I'll be upset. But all I'm saying is to close out that the consumer who invested so much in this new digital world we live in, we need some kind of protections because what they want, I think, is they want everybody to move to a Netflix model. They want everybody to move to a Disney Plus model where I know a lot of people, ex-girlfriends, young people, my neighbors, they don't own shit. They don't own no video games. They don't own no DVDs. They don't own no Blu-rays, man. All they do is stream. And so the numbers in the market is saying people would rather stream from Netflix and Disney Plus and Amazon Prime than go to Microsoft Windows and TV. So man, things is changing. There's nothing that I can do about it. This guy Rain, what app does Xbox have that can go against it? Man, look. We living in a changing world, man. We living in a changing world, and the more that slack jawed motherfuckers sit around and laugh about shit, the more these companies get away with shit. All I'm saying is in closing is
E-Rock.
we need some digital protections. We need some digital protections for our purchases so that our money, our thousands of dollars we spent on these movies just doesn't disappear one day and we're defenseless. Whether or not we signed a contract or whether or not we didn't read the fine print. Because if they could do this, they're gonna go after your games next that you done paid for. And then
Mhm.
that's when everybody will be in an uproar. That's then when IGN will write about it. That's then when people will be concerned when their games start disappearing. So I'm not mad about this. I would like for us to have some kind of protections on limited production so that we don't lose our content we paid for. That's all.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. Everything you said was excellent, and I do want to add something that you mentioned because let's not forget Google Stadia lasted, I think, maybe 3 or 4 years, and people,
Mm-hmm.
and while it wasn't big, and that's a big reason why it shut down because it wasn't competing with the other brands. While it wasn't big, there were people who did buy games off there. Now
Yes,
they did get refunded for it, but still, the fact that they bought games and within 3 years, the games that they bought, they can't play, they don't
that's
have any
crazy.
access to it. Their controllers pretty much dead weight at this point.
That's
You know what I'm
crazy.
saying?
That's
It's
fine.
it's a huge concern I've had for many years. It's something that I think Hebot has talked about as well. And I'm glad that and that's why this topic is important. You know what I'm saying? Because if the digital future is here, if we're in the digital age now, then it can't be a situation where people are just you can't just be all right with paying for stuff and there are zero ownership rights in the digital age. That just it's not going to sit right for me. It's some to me that's worth fighting for as a consumer
Yes, sir.
where I value my dollar more than any company loyalty or any brand or anything like that. But we are going to move on to the next. But let me say this before we move on. Eternal Gamer is bragging that PlayStation has TV, and Xbox doesn't. What bizarre world are we in, guys?
The
What the,
irony, the irony, the irony. They listen. That's the thing. You have a fan base that's so clueless that they don't realize that they clueless.
oh, dude. I saw that comment and I'm dying over here. I'm like, dude is really bragging that PlayStation has TV app. TV. Oh man, how times has changed, huh? But let me, Sega man, you still there?
Yeah, I'm here, bro.
All right, Sega man. Oh, by the way, I was asked, why are you putting up this old information? Because of the word no refunds, and that's the important part here. Even people on PlayStation bought movies at the time and didn't get their money back. Which, if you're such a fanboy that you don't see that issue, I'm not going to debate with you, man.
Why did he put up that old information? Because apparently now old information is new information, motherfucker. That's why
Yeah,
he put it up there. Shit.
yeah. But Sega man, you there?
Yeah, I'm here, brother.
All right, man. So, what are your thoughts on this? Microsoft has skilled your ability to purchase movies and TVs on the console and
Yes.
on Windows. And what do you think about this in the terms of digital media and all this other stuff? Because that's where we're at now. You know what I'm saying? People like you, me, and Hebot, look, I've been. That's why I always call myself a dinosaur for years because
How,
I'm well aware. I'm well aware that my love for buying stuff and owning the actual comic
how
book in
come
my
every
hand and owning the
Damn,
tough
what the
man.
hell is Tuck? Tuck, what are you doing, nigga? God
Yeah,
damn.
tough man.
After 5 years of doing this shit, he still know how to mute his mic. He don't know how.
tough. Oh man. But yeah, but anyway, second man, that's listen. I know I'm a dinosaur. I know when I buy my video game or comic book or movie or whatever the hell I've done collected over the years. I know that I'm in the minority. I've known that for years now, and I've come to accept it. But so let me get your thoughts on this, man. The digital store, while you can still access it, what if there's a situation where they kill that app one day? You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying they will anytime soon or that it will happen, but stuff like this does bring up the what ifs. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So
yeah.
so what are your thoughts on this, Sega man?
First, man, let me give you my thoughts on this, man. Eternal, man. You know what, brother? You taking it up your ass without the Vaseline from that blue dick, man, that you got rally strapped in your pink panties, nigga. Man, you messing with the real Xbox crew over here, brother. The ones that bleed green and is mean, nigga. So you know what I'm saying. You
Yep.
need to if you don't know what you're talking about, your ass is gonna get lit up over here, G. On that note, man, I'm gonna tell you what I understand what E Rock is saying about having some rights for owning digital or renting digital, like he said, for his movies and his entertainment. I do understand that, but I with the store going away, I think yes, there's a lot of people that did invest in digital, like Erock said. They did invest a lot of money into digital. Yes, I don't think that's right, but for me, in my opinion, and I'm not going against my brother Erock on it. I understand what he's talking about. I understand what he's saying. I do. I I have. Let me see. I have one, two. I have I have three 4K TVs. They're all smart TVs, and I have everything on there, like all the smart TVs with all the smart apps, different things like that. You can buy movies through certain apps that you have on there and different things like that. You know what I mean? So it doesn't really bother me as much, but I will tell E Rock and my crew, that I do have some movies that I did buy digitally off the store, a couple of horror movies, and different things like that when they were having a sale. But yeah, man, I always don't see a problem with it, guys. I don't, because the smart TVs is just, they took over. It took over. And smart TVs are actually destroying cable. Period. You know what I mean? Nobody wants cable anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody I talk
Well,
to down here, they don't
cable
want
deserved to
cable
get
no
Fact.
more.
destroyed.
Huh?
Cable deserved to get destroyed. They brought it on themselves.
Oh
Yep.
yeah, they
They-
did.
they- they-
Those high prices, man, were
yeah.
ridiculous. $400 a month, for
Cable
cable and
ripped
shit.
everybody, would rip everybody off, paying like $200 a month, and you get like two
Yeah,
channels and shit.
Yeah.
yeah,
Um.
man.
Yeah, and then not only that, cable is the definition of monopoly, because what they did
Yeah,
is that in
Facts.
your area they had contracts in your area, so you only
Yep.
had that one, maybe sometimes two options if you were able to get
Hmm.
direct TV. But other than that, you had in most places. In most places, all you had was that one option, and then they just charge you out the ass because you didn't have a chance. They did it to themselves, like Iraq
Well,
said. But continue.
Sports Center's in this package over here, so you have to
Yeah,
upgrade your tier.
yeah,
Fuck
yeah.
out
yeah,
of here with that
yeah.
shit.
Not, not,
Continue,
Now,
not,
sir.
not, 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 not the dog out. Take it, man. Long live the Black Mamba. 100% correct, man. 100% correct with that comment.
Oh
100%,
yeah.
man. 100%, my nigga.
so the FCC.
The problem with cable was they could get away with it for so long. They weren't just charging you for the cable package. They
Hmm.
weren't just charging you, and this includes Dish Network. They weren't
Yeah,
charging you for putting an antenna on your
yeah,
roof, which they once you get rid of them, they've littered the landscape of America with 1,000 pieces of equipment on your roof that you can't use anymore. But
yep,
cable TV itself, Comcast, Spectrum Cable, not only were they charging you for a package, they was charging you to rent their fucking equipment.
Yep.
They was charging you state fees, state
Mm-hmm.
licensing fees.
that's true.
When you break down your bill, your cable bill was fucking crazy.
Oh,
So
Yep,
Mm-hmm.
what?
that's another thing, Erock.
hidden fees too.
It was legal for them to
Ridiculous.
hide the extra fees, so people
Yep,
didn't even know that they were paying the regional
yep,
sport fees and all that other
yep.
shit.
Yep. So Netflix again, a company I will praise from now to the end of goddamn time, until somebody finds out some dirt about them. All Netflix did was kick down the door and said, "Look, you don't need no cable box. You don't need nothing." And your phone. Hold on, man. You know what? You know what? Hold on. I got to do this. A guy says digital fits his lifestyle and said it don't matter if we didn't read the fine print. Also said he wants digital media protection. Make it make sense. No, here's what I need you to make sense. Why are you a PlayStation gamer in an Xbox podcast? Why the fuck are you here, nigga?
Fact,
Why? Hold on.
fact.
Let me. I know Unlimited want to go do whatever the fuck he got to do. Let me answer this
Nah,
shit.
nah, nah,
You know
nah.
what I mean?
Nah.
Let me,
You got Mike. You got the mic. Go at him.
Go ahead,
nigga,
go ahead, go ahead. He
nigga,
get his ass.
and then I want Unlimited Production to get this nigga out of here. What? Listen, why the fuck are you here, dude? Why are you here? Why is you worrying about what fits my lifestyle? Yeah, a lot of us didn't read the fine print. Just like you didn't read the fine print on if you're a PlayStation gamer, Sony was going to fuck you in the ass with no grease every day, all day, every day. That's what you
That
mad about.
weirdo shit.
You mad because we have a better situation going on than you do, and you in here. Why are you listen? Why aren't you gaming if PlayStation is so great? Just answer me that question, my dog. Why are the fuck you here? I know you think it's a free country, but it's not. Why the fuck are you here? Yeah, we do need digital media rights, dickhead, because I know you bought some digital games. This is why physical games are better. Guess what, my dog? Guess what, my nigga? Your physical game you own and the physical game that Unlimited Production owns and he bought are nothing but coasters. I'll tell you why. Unless you got a Nintendo or a Dreamcast or an older console prior to 2000 fucking 13, whenever you put your Xbox disc or your PlayStation disc in your PlayStation, it says, please download and update. You know what that update is, my
Mm-hmm.
nigga? That update is the actual game. That update is the actual game because your PlayStation and Xbox don't know what that disc is, right? So you already digital, whether you know it or not, bitch. You digital whether you know it or not. So no, we all did not read the fine print. We all fell for a dream. It was a lovely dream. It's a fantastic dream, the digital lifestyle. It makes sense for motherfuckers that's got busy lifestyles, that's got houses, that's got fucking homeowners insurance and real shit going on, right? It makes sense for us. But a lot of us didn't read the motherfucking fine print. And yes, we want digital media protection because this affects everybody. It affects you whether you know it or not. Unlimited production, I usually don't ask for favors. Get this nigga out of here, please.
Yeah,
All
real
right.
quick, before you kick him out, the funny thing is, how is he here trying to boast or not boast or make fun about the Xbox store when the PlayStation store been closed their digital movie store? They
Facts.
closed it like 3 years ago. They closed it
Facts.
down. So
And they be
how you
shutting
people
down
catching
games a
hell?
year later.
Why is he worried about what grown men are? Why is he worried about other grown men and what they're doing? That's what I'm trying. That's what I'm figuring out. Why are you worried about other grown men, my nigga?
Hey
Huh?
man, dude
Sony
was a
launched a brand new game and cut that bitch in a record 10 fucking days. And this nigga talking.
yeah, yeah, but
Got
we
more
got
games than
Sega.
you, get more pussy than you that you'll ever get, nigga. And you in here talking shit. Get the fuck out of here, nigga.
Yeah, yeah, he's gone. He's gone now. But Sega man, go ahead and finish your point
But
if
yeah,
you weren't
brother,
mad
real quick,
about.
I real quick, brother, unlimited, because I know you got to move on. But yeah, I understand what Rock is saying about that, man. I really do feel what he's saying about that, man. That there needs to be some kind of a rule set on that when people invest so much money into even digital games and media like movies and TV shows and series. Listen, look, for one instance, let's say real quick, brother, Sega Forever, our Hawaiian Xbox brother, he invested highly into digital shows like Family Matters. I think he
Facts.
bought
Facts.
the whole thing of Family Matters digitally. I would like to hear his perspective on it. So yeah, I'm going to say I'm kind of with E-Raw on that. They do need to have some kind of protection thing on that. If they're going to do this by taking the the digital store away, because a lot of people that actually do buy movies and TV shows digitally, man, so they don't have to go out and buy it physical. Like E Rock said, they don't have the room. So I definitely understand that, man, 100%, brother. But me so far, unlimited. You know how I am, unlimited. I'm more of a physical collector. You know that. I
Mhm.
collect a lot of horror movies. I collect a lot of games, game systems, but I do buy digitally now. I do. When there's a nice sale, your boy Sega Man is in that store buying like 5 or 6 games. Good sale with digitally, man. I buy them games. So, like E-Rock
Hey,
said, if they were to go after the games, man, oh man, I don't know, man. I'd be a little upset about that.
hey, Sega man, listen to this fuckery, and I'll make it quick, right? I'll make it
Yeah,
quick. For years, man, I've been looking for this game called Overlord, right? Overlord
Mhm.
is a game that came out in 2007. I
yeah,
own it. Well, I have the digital license to it and its sequel, right? But what
yeah,
I did was Overlord 1 from 2007 is in the Microsoft store, but it says not available, right? It
Yeah.
says not
yeah,
available. So they have the fucking game. Microsoft has the game, as do Sony. They do the same shit. It's just not available, right? So I actually
yeah,
went out and bought the physical disc of Overlord, right? And I
yeah.
put it in there, like, okay, man, this shit about to boot up. You know that motherfucker Xbox said this game needs an update before you could play it. The update was exactly 3.8 gigabytes, right? So
Damn.
I did a little digging.
Uh
That
huh.
3.8 gigabytes was the actual fucking game. It needed to
Yeah,
download that for a server before you could even play it. So I'm like, why did
Yeah,
I buy this fucking disc?
that's the
What
OG
is it?
one, right?
yeah,
E-Rock?
And
What?
that's why
Yeah,
digital is important.
yo,
E-Rock,
man, yo.
that's the EOG one, right?
Yeah.
The
But what
reason
you
the
mean?
reason why the OG one, the one you got, the Overlord, right? That's from OG
Yeah,
Xbox.
yeah.
Okay, the reason why is because all their games for OG, they're all upscaled to 4K, and the only way to read it. But if you actually turn off your console, I believe you should try it. Just to try it. Turn it offline and put it in, and it should actually now after you install it, it should run, but it
I'm
won't
gonna
run
check
yeah,
in
that out
yeah,
and
4K.
see.
It'll
I'm gonna
run
check
in
that out
its
and see,
original.
brother.
What
I
it'll
got
do
you.
is it'll run it. It'll run it its original state. It'll be like 580p or whatever, or 720p. That's it. But the reason why I ask you for the update is because every OG game is 4K enhanced with HDR on Xbox. That's why. But you should be able to run it offline with the regular original resolution. Okay, so
I'm
try
gonna
it.
check that out. I'm gonna check that out
Yeah,
and see,
yes.
man. But like this just a crazy age we living in that opens up a conversation that Hebot was trying to have a long time ago about digital versus physical. And to have somebody coming here and clowning and making a joke of this shit, this ain't a joke, man. And Rain G4, he had the best comment. He said, whoever said it, I don't know who said the comment, that instead of the FTC worrying about what Microsoft was buying
Oh,
next,
Black Mamba.
yeah, Black Mamba,
Black
they need to
Mamba.
be stepping in and doing something about this, man. Our digital
Yeah.
purchases need to be protected because if they could do this, maybe soon they'll figure we can go after the games. And it's not just a Microsoft thing or a PlayStation thing. This is a consumer versus.
Yes.
Listen, to that dude that was here talking all that shit. X1 the gamer. These companies don't give a fuck about you, dog.
Yeah. Play
PlayStation don't care
Concord.
about you.
Play Concord. Even if you got the physical disc, play Concord.
Yep.
Even if
You
you
could
got the
still play Redfall.
yeah.
Yep. Yep.
These companies don't give a fuck about you. It's nothing personal. Look, the thing that Phil Spencer and Xbox does is they at least put on a front that they consumer friendly, and I appreciate the fuck out of that because Nintendo and Sony, them Japs, they don't do that at all. They like, look, this is what it is. You going to take it, you going to eat it, and you going to go on somebody else's podcast and praise us like the fucking clown that you are. Even though we giving you nothing, we giving you less. So that's the one thing that me and Zeke can agree on. Microsoft and Xbox has always given us more or had the pretense of giving us more. But with this whole digital shit, it just brings to light that we need some kind of protection for our digital purchases. It's nothing to laugh about. It's nothing to be sitting here clowning about. Oh, this guy said we need digital protections. Yeah, you're gonna need it too, dog. You're gonna need it too when all your physical discs aren't nothing but fucking coffee coasters. This is something they've been talking about for a while, but I never paid attention to it. I never even fucking thought about it, batted an eyelash about it until I realized, damn, they really want us to move into a world where all we using is Netflix. I like Netflix and all that shit, but like not like that. Damn, I would like to be able to buy a digital game and say, yo, or a digital movie and say, this is protected. No, that ain't the case, man. Amazon could close down tomorrow and all my purchases would be gone. Microsoft could close down tomorrow. They won't. And all my purchases is gone. Somebody got to protect us, man. And that's what the FTC or these lawyers should be doing, man. So Black Mamba's correct. There's nothing to be coming in here joking about. There's nothing to come in here and be having a conversation about the digital lifestyle. It do suit me, bitch. I got a house. I don't have a warehouse like Sega Man do to store 27,000 video games. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I'm just saying. My sister came in here last month saying, "What are these boxes down in the dining room? My Christmas decorations, nigga. Well, wait, you got no place else to put them? No, I don't. No, I don't have no place else to put them. No, I don't, man. Shit, I don't have a motherfucking barn to store all this fucking shit. So I saw digital. I was like, whoa, wait a minute. I can own 1,000 movies, and it's not even at my crib. I got a heart. My dick got hard. Well, I could own a bunch of games, and it's not even the fuck here. That's what's up. But now I see things in a different light. Like, yo, we need some kind of protections. We need some kind of protections. And even Hebot and Sega Man and Unlimited need some kind of protections so that Microsoft that one day don't say, well, all of them discs you bought, you can't play them. We don't recognize them. Anything is possible now. We are living in an age where David Zaslav is probably about to sell off Warner Brothers. So we are living in an age where Forza Horizon 5 is on PlayStation. Man, all bets is off. Unlimited said this. Unlimited said this back in October. He said, man, no, January, he said, all bets is off, E-Rock. All bets is off. And I'm like, no, man, it can't be. It can't be. He said, all bets is off, dude. You're a grown ass man. Live with it. All bets are off. Everything you thought you owned, except for your house, ain't really yours. And your house ain't really yours because when they put me in the dirt, somebody else gonna get this bitch. We need to be protected for our digital purchases, man. And this brings it to light. I'm not saying that Microsoft is the bad guy because they aren't. They did what's best for business. They saw they can no longer compete in a world where Netflix is the standard. And I'm not hating on Netflix, but they did their job so good. They
Mm-hmm.
made Microsoft movies and TV and PlayStation TV irrelevant.
Don Matrix started Netflix anyway.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Hey, look, man, it is when Don Matrick, everybody hate him, but he saw where we was heading. And
Yeah.
he told niggas, listen, you don't have the internet? We got a console for you, bitch. It's called Xbox 360. He tried telling us we wasn't listening, Zink. We wasn't listening.
Hey
Yeah.
man,
What's up?
hey man. Before you move on, unlimited. He rocks right about that. I noticed something. I'm gonna tell you guys real quick. When I go shopping, I always observe what people are doing. And I heard this lady talking. She said, "Yeah, I came to buy. I can't remember what it was. I think it was sliders or something like that. But she's like, I came to buy trying to buy all the seasons of sliders." Because they're taking it off of the service on the TV. So I'm starting to see a lot more people, believe us or not, guys. There's people out here actually, down here at least, they're all going back to buying DVDs again and
Yeah, yeah.
Blu-rays because a lot of their stuff is disappearing off of TV, like their shows and stuff. So they're trying to buy all this shit back up. I really noticing that, man. They're starting to buy DVDs again, and they're starting to buy Blu-rays again, more than you think. Honestly, yep. I don't because their shows are disappearing. You know, how they'll take shows off like these streaming services, and you don't see them anymore. There's people that really like those shows, so I think that's what she was talking about. She was trying to buy like all these seasons. I think it was Sliders or one of the shows.
Yeah,
Because she said
Sliders from 1985. I remember that show. That show was great.
yeah, so that and she's like, "Yeah, because they took it off my streaming service and I really like the show, so I'm just gonna buy all the series." So I'm like, "Wow, man, there's people buying DVDs and shit again." So yeah.
If you
Now they're
if
starting to go up.
if
They're
you
starting
if
to
you
go up now.
but if you can find them, because do Walmart even have a DVD section anymore?
Yeah, they
That's
still
what
have it.
disappearing.
They still
They
have it.
throw
It's
that
it's
shit in the
mostly
bin, but they have a small
a small
selection, but they
kiosk,
have a
yeah.
bunch of old things in the bins
Yeah.
at
Yeah,
Walmart.
DVD is actually the only medium that actually sells still very, very well every
Yeah.
year. That's because you can go in there and fucking buy like 100 movies for like $10. You
Yeah.
know, they're like
Yeah.
$2,
Yeah.
$5.
Yeah.
They're like a 50 cent. That's why. But
Yeah.
more people watch DVD. They haven't even upgraded to buying things like Blu-ray or 4K. Like
Yeah.
it's
He's right,
wild.
guys. He's right.
You know, they're
Um,
all over the place.
yeah. That's definitely an increasing trend. Because look, the streaming age is a great replacement for cable. To put into context, in my family, all five of us, we all pay for one service and just share the password. And
Smart.
it's way less expensive than when I was paying $200 a month for fucking cable. All
Yeah.
right.
That's a
So
fact.
as a replacement for cable, it's brilliant. But as a replacement for for the stuff that you own, you know how people used to buy movies and then watch it together. For a lot of people, they're finding out that's that's not how they like. People there's still people who wants to binge watch their favorite show, and especially
Yep.
for a lot of these older shows, and they're hard to
Yeah.
find. You know what
Yep.
I'm saying, or that they're removed after a certain time. Because again, these are licensed. In a lot of cases, licenses expired or licensing deals
You're
need
right,
to be
unlimited.
renewed
Yep.
and all that other stuff, right?
Yep.
So that's why you're seeing that's what you'll see a uptick in that. I don't know how big the uptick is. I haven't done the research to know the numbers, if how big the growth is. But we're still in the digital age. The point is, whether it's
Yeah.
video
Yeah.
games,
We are.
whether it's movies, whether it's TV, people like Hebot who him and his family buys all the 4K Blu-rays and DVDs and stuff. They're still in the minority compared to what the average consumer is doing, which is why any type of digital rights going forward is going to be of the utmost importance. You know what I'm saying? It
Mhm.
is. Zink, you still
That's
there?
Yes,
the
sir.
reason why I
Hey,
might
I'll
listen
be
to
real
that.
quick, and
Hey,
I caught E-Rock in a couple lies too.
Uh oh.
I,
yeah, limited.
and the third lie I caught him in is we don't agree that much. No, we agree on 95% of things that's
Yes, sir.
going
Yes,
on.
we do.
Yeah.
Yes, we do.
Okay. Now that I wasn't gonna say much about movies because this isn't my game. But
Hmm.
with Microsoft, they they didn't own the content.
Yeah.
They provided a service
Yeah.
that they didn't own. So you paying someone for something, then you get the chance to keep the content for now, at least. And it's like I thought nobody wanted TV anyway. So what's the problem? And then like
But
Tyler,
unlimited. But you know what? I think they're going to keep it there, period, because they know that
That's
I
me
think they
right
are
there.
too,
I think they'll keep it
Oh
but
there
we
yeah.
because
don't know.
they know the people
Well,
don't
that's the. Well, hold on, but
people don't want to
before.
lose it, man. Them people
Yeah.
don't want to
Tuck.
lose that
Oh yeah.
money.
No. Tuck. When it comes to this stuff, I'm not really worried in any time in the near future that that you're not going to be able to watch X, Y, and Z or play X, Y, and Z game or whatever the case. But it's still important because but as we've seen, Tuck, you just don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. You know
No,
what I'm saying?
No,
And
with
I
anything.
understand.
and the security of, hey, my purchase have some type of protection. Maybe let us be able to download it onto a separate USB or hard drive or something.
Boom.
Something that like that, right? Maybe do that. It will just
Hey,
will just be better for us
listen,
overall.
Yeah.
What
So
was
What the
that?
anyway,
fuck is
and
going on?
and then
I'm gonna go
we can't
down here
let
and my TV.
we can't let unlimited skate away because part of this is about unlimited's guy Colin Moriarty. He minds having a percentage of things that don't that that isn't his. Microsoft's like, no, if we don't want a percentage of this. It's not we're not making enough money off this. We can allocate these dollars elsewhere. And this is not my field. E-Rock have
No,
thousands of
that
movies.
everything you said makes sense. That's why I said it's nothing personal. I can't get mad at it. I made a business transaction that I didn't fully understand. I enjoy it. I still enjoy it. But everything you said is 100. Everything you said is
And
100. Why? If you a business, why you gonna keep doing something that don't make any money?
yeah, where your profit margins are thin. And
Hmm.
and here, like your reasoning is way different than mine. You have thousands of movies. I bought two. I bought Ferris Bueller's Day Off at like 1:30 in the morning
Banger,
because I was bored. Then I
banger.
bought Doctor Strange. Then I had to ask one of you guys counterparts, hey, Greg, explain this shit to me. What happened? They always have to explain some Marvel shit or
Yeah,
whatever that
yeah.
comic book
Why
stuff
not buy
is.
Doctor Strange? You was high that
No,
night,
it was
nigga.
hey, I actually liked it, but I'm like, where did this
Okay.
dude come from? And again, they comic book readers, so they tell me,
Mhm.
the origin and all of this shit. Now let's get to Erock's lying ass. Okay. Here we go. He said he doesn't have the room to store all of these movies, right? That's because Erock don't want to cover up this Rembrandt mural that's on his wall. You could put these movies all across the wall, like Unlimited have controllers and games.
Man,
He can't even see the paint in Unlimited's house,
Nah.
But you can make a wall of this shit all around your house. Then
Fantastic.
Erock
Perfect.
tells this lie
What
over
you
here.
doing?
Erock says we need regulation. We need the Senate to do something. These niggas can't agree on nothing. I bet if you told the Senate, hey, I'm going to buy everybody lunch, pick one restaurant, they
Well,
wouldn't be
they,
able to
well,
do it.
yeah,
They'll be
they can tell you know
24
what they
hours trying to, they can't agree on shit. And then they would wind up messing
stop.
around and, and, cutting video games because of course they wanted to regulate video games. And then the
Mhm.
Senate, speaking of how stupid the Senate is, they want to regulate Bitcoin. Bitch, Bitcoin don't need your regulation. And it's not that I invest in Bitcoin, but I invest around it. When Bitcoin runs, these little things over here, they kind of run too sometimes. We don't want the Senate to do shit, So that's my thing.
Yeah,
They
man. Did
can't
we?
agree on
Hey,
nothing.
unlimited.
What's
You don't
up?
want to know what my insight about the Senate and Congress. Yeah, they do
Oh
anything.
yeah, yeah,
They doing anything right now.
yeah. This
Yeah.
isn't a
Oh yeah.
political
Yeah. Yeah.
podcast,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah. No, absolutely. And I want to
Yeah.
stay way away from that. But
And
and
I'm
then
leaving that alone.
and then you have Long Live the Black Mamba. If those of us that watched that case, the FTC didn't even know what the fuck
What?
Sony was doing. That was manipulative
What are
towards
you
the
doing, bro?
Xbox until that federal judge she
What are you
exposed their
doing,
ass in
bro?
San Francisco. So that Long Live the Black Mamba is right. They should have been trying to say, hey, how long are we going to
What
keep
you
this
doing, Eva?
content? You know, how long you going to keep this content? How long is this digital stuff is going to be available? Yeah, I agree with all of
Yeah,
that.
you're
But though
bugging.
that's in a nutshell, that's what it's supposed to be, though.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And let me say this, you know, uh, even physical media goes away eventually. Disc rot and all that stuff. But now if you take care of it, it'll last your lifetime. But this
Oh, I
stuff still
wanted to
have a
say that.
shelf
Let me
life.
let me interrupt you one time.
Yeah.
That's one of the good things about digital media. And Hebot and I were on with that 24-hour podcast, dude, Sega Forever. When when Phil Spencer brought all of those old ass Atari games back. You can you
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
was special, dude. With one click of a button.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It was. That
Yeah.
was special. Yeah.
I had a bad experience with it because those games were glitching hard when I was playing them.
Oh wow.
I couldn't play the shit at all. You know, pretty much I had to experience E-Rock had with a certain game we're not going to talk about for the rest of the show with the Atari shit.
You experienced we experienced back in 1982.
Well,
Good on
hey,
you.
Yeah, yeah.
Good
Look,
on
hey,
man,
you.
Unlimited.
that shit wasn't working for like
1978.
that shit wasn't working. I just uninstalled it. I'm like, all right,
Good
maybe I'll
on you,
re-download
man.
it.
I
Maybe I'll
played that
re-download
shit
it when
for
it
4 hours.
works.
My hands were
Hey,
hurting and shit.
Yeah,
hey, Unlimited.
if everything wasn't
That's
fucking
true.
warping on my screen, it would have been nice. He about dropped.
Hey,
Yeah,
Unlimited.
what's
You
up?
know what? That is true. What uh, brother, man, Erock said, because remember the 360 where you could buy music videos and different things like that. I bought Michael Jackson's Thriller. I bought a couple other videos, like I like Jimi Hendrix. I bought a Jimi Hendrix video, and I
Uh
bought something else. But here's what happened though. After a while with the 360, that went away. They took them away from me, and they gave me my money back. So I could never, like, I can't re-download or play those videos. They took it away. So what happened is they refunded me money because they got rid of it.
That was
So
cool.
you know what I mean? So remember that back in the day. So brother E-Rock and everybody that is digital, they have a point. So it did get taken away from me or everybody that had maybe bought videos or bought different things on a 360. They refunded me that money and they apologized. So yeah, I never got that. I wish I could have kept them, but they took it away.
Oh,
They took the Animatrix away from me. I had a digital on 360, which I
and
came free when
Yeah,
you purchased the actual movie.
Right.
yeah.
Uh,
All right. He
and
about. Hey, sorry to cut you off, but while you're speaking, go ahead and speak on this topic too.
oh, sure, sure. Real quick, Unlimited. By the way, you were not experiencing hiccups. That, unfortunately, my friend, is the way the fucking games ran originally.
Oh shit. Yeah.
I
Well.
told you. You was
that's
experiencing
funny
what we
as shit.
experienced back in 1982.
That's funny as hell. Hey,
Well,
and
get that.
also,
I see. That's why I'm not nostalgic because that shit ran so bad. I was like, all right. I thought it was the game. I'm like, all right.
That,
I'll
nah,
play
they
this
were
shit
just
when it's
terrible.
why
updated, man.
we appreciate where game has come to this far. And
This is
you
a
don't
fact.
understand that. We had it bad, but we had it, well, it was great for us
But
because
we
that's,
loved it though. We played that shit all the time. Hey, the
that's
last
right.
thing I was going to say was this, and it's too many services, like somebody already said. Like, and E-Rock is going to laugh
Mhm.
about this shit, but and we talked about this on Sega Forever show. I bought, I subscribed to Prime just to watch NASCAR and the
Yes,
WNBA.
yes, yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it's a
That's
lot
fact.
of services.
Oh yeah,
There's a lot,
it's
a lot of
very
people
common.
a lot
That's
of
another
people.
thing. See, that's another pro about the streaming age. You could cancel any time. With cable, you had a contract, and
Yes.
if you try to exit early, they were going to charge you out the ass for that
Yes.
shit.
You have to pay a fine.
And they
Yeah.
don't forget, I skipped out on AT&T. They remembered that shit 14 years later.
Yep. They want you to return that shit, and some of them would charge you a fee if it was damaged. Even if you had that
Yeah.
motherfucker for 10 years, the kids
Yes.
done drawn on it with crayons. They didn't care. That when
Yeah.
you canceled that contract with them, they were going to charge you any and every way they
Yeah.
could. Fuck cable
Yeah.
companies, man.
And anytime you got like a new version of the box or an upgrade, they charge you for that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
see, but over here,
Even though it was mandatory because it was
yep,
the band getting faster. The
yep,
mother.
but over here, we need cable because our internet won't work good unless you have Comcast,
Yeah, that's a
especially if
problem
you,
in a lot of places though.
yeah,
Uh,
living around the lake. No,
bro, bro,
your shit
brother,
ain't working.
brother Zink. That's a problem in a lot of places. That's why, unfortunately, they still they can't adapt certain things. Like we got things that certain places can't even get because the internet is just not there. You know what I mean? Even though
which,
the internet is great to the point that we have now, but it
yeah,
doesn't work in certain areas.
yeah,
You know, we don't
which
have.
is a shame.
Yeah, it's
Because
a shame.
where,
It is.
where I live, fiber is cheap, and that's what I went with, and I love that
Right.
fiber internet
And
shit.
fiber is actually better than the actual just
It
digital.
is better,
Right?
but it's not
Yeah.
everywhere yet. It's at
Yeah, yeah,
least
yeah.
over here. It's not everywhere.
Yeah,
So,
but
real quick, I'll give my thoughts. I'm sorry, other Zink. Go ahead, finish, brother.
no, continue,
Oh no,
you.
I'm done. I'm done.
Yeah,
Well, real quick, my thoughts on the whole thing. The biggest unfortunate thing is like what Erock was stating a little bit earlier, and what Sega Forever stated briefly in the chat. is it's nice when you have everything that you have, whether it's your gaming, your social, your digital library with videos, movies, and even music, right? In all in one place. And when you have it all in one place, it feels nice.
Hmm.
And this is the biggest problem and the most unfortunate thing about the store closing. Because to be honest, the Xbox store had the best, and I mean the best digital bit rate when you actually loaded the movie to watch because it was running on a server. It wasn't streamed. It was actually downloaded on a server. So you got a better bit rate than you do on Netflix, than you do on Amazon. It looked gorgeous. And I have some movies that I bought, and especially some stuff they gave us for free. Like they gave us that ET documentary, what happened with the ET video game for Atari. They gave me Assassin's Creed. They gave me something behind the looks on something to do with the Star Trek game. There's a couple of stuff there that was cool, that was given for free, and plus stuff that I bought. And it sucks because, yes, you need a digital library type of protection. Because the bottom line is money don't grow on trees. We're not rich. We're not here to give out money just to throw it away and not make sure that what we purchased in our investments that we purchase are not being protected. This is with everything, whether it's stocks, a car, a house, whatever. Um, so it's the same thing with movies. And now, I believe there was a bill that Trump passed, like when he did his first term, with when they all started doing things with music, like with Spotify and places like that. And he passed that bill to protect the consumers when they buy those digital stuff that they cannot be taken away once they purchase them. And he was able to pass that, and also to protect the actual artist because there was a lot of pirating, people putting it up, blowing it up, not making any money off of it, and they were losing millions and millions of
Oh,
dollars.
at least
The
that nigga
artists,
did something good. That's what's up. Shit.
yeah, yeah. So they should, they should do something because again, the problem with also you got to understand Microsoft. Yes, like others pointed out, they don't own none of those licenses for none of those movies. It's the
Yeah.
actual movie studios, so they could only do but so much, right? And probably what ended up happening is the contract came under probably to the end, and they had to redo it or resign it. And because they don't see enough traffic, meaning they don't see enough people using that app, buying enough movies. And now, remember, we also got to take into consideration that Microsoft is now investing heavy on actually TV shows and movies because of Fallout doing so well. And even to a certain extent, Halo, the TV show with Paramount, they're pretty good as
Definitely.
well. So what they're looking at is bigger and broader audience because they want to make a big Gears of War movie, which we all know Amazon is funding it, right? And
Hmm.
Amazon got the big bucks. They can put in the right funding. So they're reverting their concentration to make IPs based off their games into big budget movies or TV shows. And that is a more smarter investment because it's their property. They're
Yeah.
going to make more money and they control it
Hmm.
more than just having a TV dedicated store for movies and TV shows that you can buy that belong to other people, a third party,
Yeah,
And
which
that
that's
they
makes
got to
sense.
pay
exactly
out.
what
You
made
know what I mean?
that's exactly what made Netflix money because they were in debt and they started
Mm-hmm.
making their own movies, their
Yes.
own
Yeah.
property,
That's why
and
Netflix
Facts.
started
then
doing
they
all of their own
exploded.
first party
Facts.
property
Yep.
things. Yeah, and IPs. Yeah, that's a fact. Um, and that's what made them like Stranger Things was the one that really hit the nail for them. And then they
Yeah.
had things
Yeah.
Squid
Yeah.
Game and other successful things because they were actually losing, even though they were making all these other studios and companies mad money. You know what I mean? Because they had to pay out way more to those studios than they were earning. So they're like, how do we kind of counteract this? Fine. Let's start investing in our own movies, make our own studio, Netflix studios, make our own content, make it exclusive to Netflix that we can release it digitally or physically, and it will be in our streaming service all the time when we say so. So that's how they started building up that money, and now they're doing really well and being able to actually make back what they were losing. So again, it just makes sense. Why? Because Microsoft is not in the game of losing money. Listen, if Microsoft
No.
paid,
No. No.
listen, if Microsoft paid a young 18-year-old boy or 19-year-old $2 or $3 billion for Mixer because he was able to create a fucking streaming app with games that was even
I
better than
mentioned that, sir.
Twitch, right? Better than Twitch.
Way
But
better. It
even,
wasn't even
but even
close.
during COVID,
Mm-hmm.
even during COVID, it didn't adapt. Nobody was going to it because they were like, oh, they already were conditioned to Twitch. They were already conditioned to, like, that other one that the PC community loves to use. What the fuck is it called?
Discord or something.
Discord. Yes, thank you. Whoever said that, thank
Mm-hmm.
you.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, they already conditioned to that. But anybody that used Mixer knew that Mixer was on another fucking level.
Yeah.
You actually had real 4K streaming in 60 frames. You actually had real live conversations that people could come in and out at any point into your live stream. You could control people's games to help them when they couldn't play their games and control it with another controller via online with Mixer. No other streaming service is doing that.
It had the best latency I've ever seen in one of
And
these
the
streaming.
best latency. Thank you, Unlimited. And what did they do with Mixer? 3 years, sorry, they just didn't bring up enough. They chopped that shit. If you spend $3 billion in paying this little boy, that young kid that did that, and then they just chop it 3 years later because it's just not producing enough traffic,
Mm-hmm.
it makes sense why they did what they did with the movie. I just feel bad, like I said, for people like E-Rock and Sega Forever that really invested and build a library there because that shit is not easy to do. It's money that they earned and they spent. And then now they got to go and either create another library somewhere else, like Amazon Prime or Apple TV, for example, so they can continue to buy more movies. So that hoping maybe one day they don't turn off their shit
Oh
and they got
no, I'm done, nigga. I'm done.
right. But you know what I'm saying, E-Rock.
Listen. I have enough. I literally have enough movies in Microsoft Windows and TV to
Mhm.
run a fucking streaming service.
Right.
I shit you not. I literally have. Listen, I literally have enough movies in my. Listen, say that once a month, every June or every July is a. They do a movie marathon called Back to the '80s, right?
Right.
I got so many '80s movies I can't show them all. I got so many '90s movies. That's how much content I bought.
Yes, they do.
2020, I just went on a content buying spree. But it's all good, man. But I would not be buying a new collection on Amazon. I would not be buying a new collection anywhere else. I'm gonna rock with
Yeah.
the collection I
No,
got
no, but I'm
on
just
Xbox.
throwing it out there
Well,
as an
yeah,
example. You
I
know
hear
what I
what you're
mean?
saying. I hear what you're saying. But this sort of thing makes you it makes you say the hell with buying anything
Oh,
else.
just impose it.
I'm gonna just stream my shit off of Amazon Prime or Netflix. If that's what y'all want, if that's the way it's going, I'm not gonna waste time building
The,
another
the
collection.
only
I'm not
problem with
even
that,
mad.
E-Rock, the only problem with that is that unfortunately all the movies don't come out everywhere. You
I
can
understand
literally go to every service, right? Like Hulu, Amazon, Apple, even Xbox Store, and you'll find some movies that are only available there.
I know,
You know
and
what
it's
I'm trying to
crazy.
say? And
I
that's
know.
the fucked up part about it. Because it
But
almost forces you that you have to try to invest on all of them. You know
no,
what I
no,
mean?
no, 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 nigga. My thing is, I got Peacock, I got Netflix, and I
Hmm.
got Max and
Hmm.
Amazon Prime. That's four services too many. If it don't come on any one of them, I just want to fuck see it. I just want to
Yeah.
fuck see it.
Yeah.
I
And
just
the
I just want I
breakdown,
just
you got
want to.
you're still paying less than you ever did with cable, even with
Oh
all
hell
those.
yeah! Oh hell yeah! Yeah. I want to address David Cohen. David Cohen made a comment a few minutes ago about he's enjoying Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4, and the reason why he's enjoying it is because he's smart. You're smart, man. You're on Game Pass. Don't let anybody tell you that Game Pass is not a value to you.
Yeah.
Anybody out here flexing that?
That
Oh, I
look.
buy
But he's not
games.
helping
That's
the
crazy.
developers.
The
You
people
see,
who say that don't have access to it, and that's 100%
This
the
is a
reason
fact.
why they say it. All right,
Yep.
so that criticism really means nothing to me because if listen if tomorrow Sony or Nintendo flip the switch and every Mario game was on a subscription service from 1985, whatever
It'd
the
be
first one was,
innovative.
yo, they'll be. Do you know the dick sucking they'd get? It'll make porn look like Cinemax stuff, man.
Yep.
That,
Yep.
that's
Just
that's
like
that's how bad. That's how much the ass kissing would be if that happened tomorrow.
facts.
Don't listen. The
The
Game Pass
first
stuff
video
is
they
just
would
because they
make
don't got
on
access.
Unlimited, the first video that they would make to add to what you just said would be, okay, Xbox is officially dead. It's a game changer.
Yeah,
All first party are Nintendo on their service, and
Absolutely.
it's going to kill
Yep.
Xbox and
Yep.
Game Pass. Same thing would be said with Sony. Absolutely, you're 1,000% fact. Right. Absolutely.
Yeah, so yeah, that's one of the things that should just go immediate in one ear and out the other. It shouldn't even be a thought. It shouldn't even phase you in any way when you hear that shit. And by the way, they're lying anyway when they say that, because they
Yep,
wouldn't be
just like
they would not be on our podcast if they really did own
yeah, they be
every
playing
game.
some games
Yeah,
like we do. That's why we
yeah,
don't have time. But we have things to do actually, and it's like Apple. Apple is a very good company, but they're innovating nothing right
yeah,
now. But when they do release that foldable phone, it's like it's the first time it ever happened.
yeah.
They started everything,
Yep,
you know.
Nintendo will require a monthly blood sacrifice. Look, Nintendo fans, they'll pay it. Baltrax, don't listen. Don't never listen. Paltrax. Let me put this way. For months before the Nintendo Switch 2, all I heard from Nintendo, literally Nintendo channels, I'm not buying this. This is too much. Who would pay $80 for Mario Kart World? And you know what they did? The minute that game was on sale, I pre-ordered it. I bought it. So their words don't mean nothing.
Yep.
Them Nintendo fans, they listen, the grasp Nintendo have on them is I don't get it. I don't get it, man.
And you know the YouTubers that try and say what's worth 80 and what's not worth 80. At least Forza Horizon had a team that
Yeah,
went to Mexico and filmed every fucking thing.
yeah.
So you getting authentic shit, and Mario is the same shit it was in 1982.
Dude
Hey,
is still
hey,
dude is
that
still
shit
saving
kills me.
Princess Peach, man.
Zinc, that shit kills me when you hear motherfuckers be like, "Yeah, Nintendo games aren't worth $80. They're premium products." But they'll have
Facts.
the nerve to say that Microsoft is trying to jerk you when they do a game like Forza, Horizon 5, which is fucking incredible, has
Yeah.
multiple real locations that they have to pay out fees for, and they're giving you all the DLCs when you buy the fucking $100 premium package, not like
Yep.
Nintendo Mario
Yep.
Kart. Like you
And
buy
how
the
did
hundred
this?
dollar version and you're not getting the DLCs. But
Yeah.
they'll have
And
to
how about
say
that
Microsoft is trying to rip you off. Like what
right?
the fuck?
And how about
Yeah.
that truck sitting in the waterfall? And it was like, oh, this is not real. That bitch drove up out of there, and you were playing the fucking game.
Yeah,
You
Guys,
know
you know
what I'm
what it is,
saying?
man. Guys, you know what it is, and then I gotta go because man, it's going down at my house right now, man. I'm
Oh
sorry, I gotta
yeah,
exit
yeah.
early. Guys,
Nah,
the
you're
thing
good.
is, man, it's about different cultures. You're not going to tell people in Afghanistan that Afghanistan is dangerous. You're not gonna tell motherfuckers that. You're not gonna tell motherfuckers that live it. You're not gonna tell motherfuckers on Gaza Strip, yo, y'all need to get the fuck up out of there. No, we love it here. It's the culture, man. Nintendo, they can't see that they being ripped off decade after decade for the same shit. They can't see that over at PlayStation. They can't see how crazy it is to flex that you paying $80 and $70 for video games and to say Game Pass isn't a great value. They don't see the lunacy in that, right? But it is what it is, man. That's why we over here winning. And that's why they over there losing. And that's why they in our podcasters talking shit because they got no games to play. They mad at y'all because y'all got games to play and more coming this week. They mad at y'all and they're going to stay
Mm.
perpetually pissed. But it is what it is, man. Don't make it about us. Make it about you and your decisions you making. If you unhappy over there at PlayStation, that's a choice you making. It's part of your culture to be unhappy. And I dig that. But don't come in here trying to tell us that what we doing is wrong because to us, you the fool paying money for games when we got Game Pass. You the
Yep,
clown
yep.
paying money for games when all of this content is coming to us, and that's what they mad about. But before I go, guys, it was great talking to y'all again.
Oh, it
Hey,
was a
Zink, man.
pleasure.
Hey, Zink,
Facts.
man. Me and you cool, right, dog? I know
With
we cool,
a
bro.
hundred percent, a
My
hundred
Yeah,
nigga.
percent, a
My
hundred
nigga.
percent,
We can agree to disagree, man. You know you
bro.
are loved.
hundred
You know what I
percent.
mean? Like the first podcast this nigga actually sat through and we get into a motherfucking tip about a fucking game. This nigga, I got to go back to work, guys. So I'm only here for 5 minutes. This nigga was actually here. This
Fuck
nigga was
work.
actually here. This nigga was actually here for a whole podcast, and we get into
Right.
a tip about fucking Forza.
I
Nigga, come
missed
on, man.
two
Don't worry
Zoom
about it. He gonna
calls.
get
Yeah,
booked later. My mom's. She don't play that.
Yeah, yeah. Hey,
yeah.
hey, guys. Hey,
And I
guys,
missed
listen.
three of her calls.
Hey, man. Hey,
Oh
listen,
shit.
man. Hey, Mister, I gotta go. Hey, man. You guys are loved. You guys be safe
All right, Big E
and be
Rock.
Facts.
All right, Big E Rock.
say, man, wherever you are, man. Happy belated birthday, brother,
Thank
man.
you, brother.
It's,
Facts.
al- it's always great to hang with y'all, man. Peace
All
Yep.
out.
right, brother.
All right.
All
Peace,
right,
E Rock.
All right, man.
take,
Yeah,
all right.
you know it's always great when E-Rock shows up, man. We
Hundred
got nothing
percent.
but love and respect for E-Rock, man. And I'm glad he popped in because I didn't really give anybody a heads up that I was doing this today. Um, but that's because I got my own shit going on. You know how it is, man. Uh,
Hundred
life be
percent.
life be like, hey, you want a train wreck? Well, let's throw a plane crashing on you, your house burning down, everything at the same time for some reason.
Everything
Hey,
happens at
Unlimited.
the
Let me say
same time,
this,
unlimited.
and like you guys talk movies. My favorite movie is The Big Short
Hmm.
Mm.
because it represent when my life collapsed.
Mm,
Okay, I mean, I did not know that the financial market was going to shut down that I wasn't even a part of yet, but it shut down the world. And people that paid me at that time, my wife didn't even work. I
mm,
made too much money. But when the
Damn.
financial system collapsed, the hospitals, the schools that I had signed contracts with, all couldn't do it. No credit was available. They canceled everything. And this is right after I bought $13,000 worth of paint.
mm,
Okay.
My
And unfortunate for me, that hospital paid me for that. But everything went straight down. And like maybe 4 years later, 4 years ago,
Excuse
I'm
me.
just now getting back to where I was back in October '08
mm.
when the rug pull happened. So, I mean, we've all gone through some of the worst things of all time. But The Big Short, man, I probably watched that movie maybe 2 or 3 times a week. I kid you not. I
Yeah,
watch it over
yeah.
and over and over. But anyway,
Oh man, I love movies like that too. But yeah, yeah, great stuff. Heba, you got anything to add before I give my thoughts?
No, not really. I was just basically saying that the market's changing on all spectrums, whether it's movies, the apps, games. It's just they gotta cut whatever doesn't make them that money or sense at that moment and move on to what they're going to try to do to make a money going forward. It just
Right.
is what it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's,
one hundred
like I
percent.
said, it's just unfortunate. Real quick, it's just unfortunate that people that build their library, right, in those areas now can't continue to have them, and hopefully crossing their fingers, they'll never lose those movies that they bought and purchased. Because again, we don't grow on trees. We're not fucking rich. We're not here to throw money away and give it away to, especially with companies like Microsoft that have money that they could afford things, and even they get affected by it, right? Compared to us, that we're just regular Joe schmoes trying to make that money, and when we do, you know, it comes at a big cost. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So, but it's sad, but
as
no
much as
one
I
can
love
say.
Microsoft, Hebot, they just like we talked about on Sega Forever show, he
Hmm.
they had all of those layoffs, and like I said, it was a fiscal year end thing, and that criminal unlimited with his accounting practices, he knows something about that. But one of the things Microsoft just did today, they just poached like 2 dozen great programmers, AI programmers from Google. And when you steal people like that, you're literally paying them 8 figures.
mm,
Yeah, yeah,
Literally,
yeah,
you're.
yeah.
I mean, these people
Anybody working
get
at
paid.
Microsoft is getting at least six figures and up. Yeah.
Well,
Hmm.
no, these are elite guys, and
We got yeah.
Meta. They
Hmm.
had more layoffs than all of Microsoft, and they're giving. This is a true story. They're literally giving people $100 million to for like a 5 year contract or some shit.
Yeah.
That's how rich this stuff is. And this is some of the things that I talk to you guys about. I mean, this is grand scale stuff, but they have the money, but they're trying to usher in the new industrial revolution here, and it's very expensive. It's very they're going to have to change our power grid to operate large language models. That's why Microsoft is reopening a whole nuclear plant in Pennsylvania. You know, so it's a lot of those things. So man,
yeah. Yo, Phase, man, what's up to the brother Phase, man?
What
Let's
up,
give him
Faye?
yeah, the homie Phase, man. Uh, uh, someone who I would love to have on the show more often.
Phase,
'Cause-
yeah, Phase is cool.
yeah, yeah,
Party
Phase, man,
presto,
that's my
please.
dude.
Party presto, you.
Yeah. But let me give my thoughts here. Look, as things, here's the thing about change. Change is going to happen no matter what, and a lot of times you can't fight it. Cool, I could live with that.
You're you're
But
you're
that means that
experiencing that
other
right
things.
now.
Yeah, but that means that how did Ozzy Osbourne die? Man, the question is how did he live for so long,
This is a
David?
fact.
That's the question we should ask. How did he live for so damn long? But nah, rest in peace to Ozzy. But no, but all jokes aside, man. But because things are changed, that means that our institutions needs to be faster with changing with it. I know and that's one of the things that sucks because Congress is notoriously slow on stuff.
Boom.
It's often very very difficult to get any meaningful change pushed through
Hmm.
and all this other stuff. But at some point something's got to happen. Something's got to happen, man. I don't know if it's just because that Congress is that out of touch that they don't see no urgency in this, or maybe that they find it's difficult to manage. Consumer rights with any other with any other things that we got to work on. It's a country. You got a lot of shit to work on. I get that, but something's got to eventually. But if there aren't changes soon, relatively quickly, you're going to have that something's got to give moment. And that something's got to give moment is going to be very destructive to these industries, whether it's the movie industry, TV industry, or in this case, gaming, right? Like we've already seen situations this generation of so many companies that's done shut down, massive layoffs, canceled games, killed off games, and so on. And if you think it's bad now, at the rate that some of this stuff is going, it could get worse. Now, I'm not a doom and gloom guy. Never have been. Probably never will be. I just don't. I'm just not super negative like that, and I don't really see it helpful. But you got to be a realist with this stuff too. And so whenever I see these stories of Microsoft killing the storefront, and it's good that you can still watch it. And again, that's why I say I'm not worried that eventually you can't watch them, what you purchase. It's just that if this stuff is going to happen, give us protection. Like let us download this stuff. Oh, but the rights and license, you could just put a law that says just that shit, and don't listen to these companies that say that if you download it, you're stealing their stuff. That's nonsense. All right, you are not stealing something that you purchased and you want to download to watch on your own, but they're going to pirate. Pirate is already going on, and this shit's already legal, and it's not going to explode because the technical know how for the average person is just not there. All right, so don't listen to any company that tries to bully you into thinking that if we do have some higher ownership rights that it'll be a net negative to them. Not these fucking billion and in some cases $1 trillion companies. They'll be fine, trust me. But yeah, that's my two thoughts on this. And, I'm not against digital, and even if I prefer physical, I still buy my digital stuff. I'll still buy a game on the Xbox store, like Sega Man was saying when it's on sale. Hell, sometimes even if it's not on sale, I done bought it digital,
Yeah, yeah.
right? Right. So I'm not. It's not like I'm sitting here I'm not one of those people who don't see where the curve is going. It's just that you know as things change, I want what's best for us to change with it too, and that's my 2 cents on that. But excellent show today, absolutely excellent show. I want to thank the cast that got here because it's super last minute. Didn't really give a heads up. So I'm always thankful when y'all stop in. I really am because y'all know y'all like my brothers out here, man. Y'all,
Forget that, dude. I just want to be around the crew. I'm mad
yeah,
Dia isn't here.
yeah. I sent her a link, but again, I didn't tell. Day is good if I tell her a day or two, like, hey, we'll be doing this. But it's a little harder to get her in here when I just do these impromptu shows. But she'll be here next time because
Nice.
I'll search all of Michigan to find her ass if I need to be. All right. All right, but yeah, but yeah, guys. So, Tuck, you still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, man. Give us your final thoughts and your outro.
Well, my final thoughts. Well, I'm leaving my final thoughts out of this. So yeah, I know how I feel about the whole damn thing. So stay with the damn politics and all that bullshit.
Yeah,
So I'm gonna leave my thoughts out of that. So I'm done with that. I told myself a long time. I'm done with that because we almost lost our damn jobs.
right.
So I'm just saying we lucky.
Yeah, yeah,
I want them to forgive me. We got awful lucky, man.
yeah,
Awful lucky,
yeah.
and all because of the orange guy, as I
All right,
call him. We wasn't gonna go along with this crap. I mean, I'm just being serious. I mean, but outside of that, that's it. I'm done with it.
all right, great. Yeah, I completely understand, and great stuff there, Tuck. Sega man, you got outro. Give me your final thoughts and outro.
Well, man, it was a great podcast again. Actually, to have Brother Zink uh, also come and join us and stay through the podcast because I know he's busy. He got family,
Yeah,
his moms, things like that. So yeah, this is reminds me of the old days. You know what I mean? Of the old days of our podcast. You know what I mean? Having him and Brother E Rock in here and everything, man. But yeah, man. Things are going to be changing, guys. If you're an Xbox dude and you bleed green, um, hey man, that's just the way it is. Things have to change. If this doesn't happen with Microsoft, it's definitely going to happen with PlayStation. We are getting more PlayStation games, whether they don't like it or not. The PlayStation games are coming over here. Why? Because Sony likes money and they don't care about you. So we're getting your games. Period. They're still going to come over here like you're getting ours. We're going to get yours too. On top of that, so
yeah.
Helldivers too, man. The Xbox dudes they're gonna play it like crazy, man. You're gonna see, man. They're gonna play
You
it like
know,
crazy.
and you know what, Sega man, I want to say this here. I kind of want the game to do good, and here's why. Here's why I want it because I want to live in a world where Sony makes so much money off this game. They're like, hey, let's put Spider Man, and I want to see that meltdown
Yeah,
because I'd
yeah,
live for that meltdown
yeah,
whenever something like that
yeah.
happens.
You worried
So
me for a second,
yeah,
Unlimited.
no, yeah, no, I know,
I was
I
scared
know.
as hell. I started sweating.
Yeah, I got to see that meltdown, man. And I know the only way I'm gonna live that dream is if this game makes some good money.
Well, you
So
know what,
sell out,
Unlimited?
get 2 million Xbox owners buy this game, so Sony can be like, we just bought. They just paid for this. Let's put God
Right,
of War on Xbox.
right.
So I could see the Reforged Gamings, the Colin Moriarty's. I want all of them to be on their streams just crying their asses off for
Yeah,
12 hours straight. I need to see it, man. But continue.
but you know what, brother Unlimited? If you think about it, right now, you can see a little bit of that affecting them now with Helldivers 2 coming over here.
Hmm.
You can see it affecting them, and it's going to be a big effect, man. There's going to be more games coming over here, whether they like it or not, and they can't damage control now. They can't say, "Oh well, okay, that's Sony's becoming third party." They fucking been third party, bruh. They've been third party, man. They put their games on PC, more on
They
PC.
put baseball on our thing, and Phil Spencer
Right,
made put it in Game Pass for free
right,
for us.
Yep.
right. So, hey, you're right, Unlimited. I'm going to laugh too because it's happening. Whether they like it or not, it's going to happen. If they want to stay relevant and they want to stay and play with the big boys, which is Microsoft, they're going to do it because they can't hurt Microsoft, and they know that. The only thing they can do
No.
is keep copying. That's the only thing they can do. If they want to stay alive, your asses better keep copying Microsoft because if you don't, you're going to fall to the wayside, man. I'm telling you, man. It's a
Yep.
chess game, and they can't beat us, bro. It's just not going to happen. Doesn't matter how many consoles you sell. I'm going to keep saying that over and over and over. You can sell millions and millions of consoles. It's the software, baby. It's the software that keeps you alive. And
Yep.
right now, we're eating good over here, man. We're getting new game tomorrow. What is it tomorrow? We're getting new games tomorrow. There's new games that dropped it today in Game Pass today. So you know what I'm saying? Sony, man, and Nintendo, you got to play ball, man. Because if you don't, man, you're going to fall to the wayside because Microsoft, they're meaning they mean business when it comes to this gaming thing now. And they got Satya Nadella on board. Oh man, it's over now, bro. It's over, man. They can say whatever they want. It's over. I'm telling you. Watch, you'll see.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
You'll see,
And
man.
that's the beauty of all this, right? There's
Yeah.
no, Sony ain't gonna catch up, but hey,
No, they can't unlimited. They can't like people say. Phil Spencer. He has been being quiet a lot, man. Satya Nadella told, like he said, if you want competition, we're going to give you competition. Remember, he
yep,
said that. He said
yep.
that. And it's happening right now. Right now.
Yeah, man, and I'll
Yeah.
be quick.
All
And
right.
I'm glad. Of course, we. I'm very confident that it's just not smoke. Erock and I are fine. I'm just happy to
Yeah,
be here,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
and
man.
And E-Rock recruited me here. So I was on his show first when
Hmm.
heard me on 100 show. But
Yeah,
I'm just happy to be here, dude. And I didn't have time to be here at all, but I can make this shit up later. But and like E-Rock and I take care of the elderly, and when it's just our time, like
All right.
the lady that I see, her mom passed away,
yeah,
unexpectedly within a week. So you have a lot of things to do. You still have to work, and then you have to calm her down, and then my mother's getting progressively worse. It's not that her health is bad, but her short-term memory is
Mm.
all but gone.
yeah,
But you ask her something that happened in 1955, she can tell it like it was yesterday, but it's just our time. So gaming is my getaway, and
yep,
this is the
mine
greatest
too.
getaway by hanging out with you cats here. It's nothing better. I like to hear Dia, and Sega
Yeah.
Man and I, we mad that Dia don't like us because she won't play Gears with us. But yeah, man, I'm
Yeah,
good.
Absolutely excellent, man. I'm with you there. It's always I look forward to these. If I didn't have my own personal stuff, we'd be doing more of these podcasts. And I do try to make effort to make time for it. But yeah, absolutely excellent show today. That's why I let it be more like a 3 hour. We're going on 3 hours, and for good reason. You know, and we had a full cast as E-Rock and Hebot have both dropped. So follow them. Well, you can't follow E-Rock anywhere, but follow Hebot on his channel. And guys, you guys have a great rest of the week. I might be back later to do the Unlimited hang out with the chat because y'all were fantastic as always today, chat. As always, except for the Eternal Gamer, but that's why we had to get him out of here. So you guys have a great rest of the week, and
All right,
we
man, y'all
are
too.
out.
Peace.
peace.